Welcome to the Scrapyard. I'm your host, BC.
Savage Prime.
I'm just a Canadian J-Tank.
And on tonight's episode, we are going to be discussing how we would fix the last night.
With a brick.
And because of course it's us, this week's scrap battle is Big Convoy versus Prime Dreadwing. So if people want to cast early votes, now's your chance. Not like they're going to matter anyway, because we go by the actual stats. Anyways. So with all of this said, my boys, so here's the itinerary for the night. We're going to do figure appreciation, the topic at hand, which might actually take us a little bit this time, so I will not be slamming the 30-minute timer.
Mm-hmm.
We will be doing Savage Story Time. Then we will do Scrap Battle. We'll do Flashbang Trivia after Scrap Battle, and then we'll jump into the after party. But I'm gonna be nice to you guys this time. I'm gonna make sure we get to Scrap Battle relatively quick this time.
And then we'll take a nap.
Take a nap? What do you mean take a nap?
Wait, that's...
Reboot. Hello, Quentin.
Good morning.
Quentin.
All right, so figure appreciation of the week, and as per usual, Jay, take it your ass up here. You're going first.
I'm going first?
Yes, you're going first. This is how we're on the show.
Alright, hold on. There we go. Alright. So this is not a Transformers figure, but you'll see why I appreciate it a lot. It's the Lego Star Wars 2013 P2 Rex. Reason being is he's a $100 figure.
What the fuck?
Lego goes up in value. He only came in the speeder with sidecar set in 2013.
Really? Okay. All right. That makes sense. And I'm guessing he's a super popular character.
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
he is my favorite clone in the whole series. With a
Oh.
lot of people's favorite clone.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
He's the only clone who knows Anakin's secret.
Yeah, maybe Fives did too, but we don't know.
No, Rex absolutely knew. He was
Well,
right
yeah,
there by
he
the
knew.
door.
Season 7, yeah.
So, hi everyone.
All right, Savage, you're up. Go ahead.
My figure appreciation of the week, something that no one has ever thought about in a long time. Model kit, unicorn, Zogok.
Woo! Thanks, monkey.
Ooh, that's cool.
Very underappreciated, sorry.
All right, so my figure appreciation of the week, and I kind of actually had to really sit down and think about this one, and because one of the big problems I tend to have with figure appreciation is like, look at this. I can literally sit here and appreciate damn near anything, but I don't want to just grab it and be like, okay, here it is. I want to put some thought into it. And as much as I know for a fact I could pick anything else in this room, I'm just going to be 100% real with you guys. Nothing quite impressed me over time after getting it as much as this guy has recently. Age of the Prime, Voyager Prima. And yeah, you could argue the articulation should be way better on this. I don't care. Look how badass he looks.
He's awesome.
He's an absolutely awesome figure. And you got to keep in mind, he is an opening wave Voyager. That's usually the wave where all of the growing pains are supposed to be. He really doesn't suffer from growing pains much, so that should tell you everything right there.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into this. So how would we fix TLK? And I'm just going to be real with you guys. We're still going to discuss how we would, but let's be real. This is just a slight at the Bayverse and just in its entirety. There's no fixing this shit. It just needs the hard reset. It just needs the hard reset. But for the sake of conversation and actually engaging, we will be actually attempting to get this sorted out. So, how would we fix specifically the last night? And if we have enough fun with this, we might go through and say, okay, well, how would we fix this movie? How would we fix this movie? All right, so here is the very first thing that I would fix with the last night. Flat out, completely omits the actual concept they went with for the last night. Throw that shit in the fucking trash. That being Nemesis Prime. Hi T. Every single time I try to go back and I rewatch TLK. The moment Quintessa basically just slaps the shit out of Optimus and all of a sudden he's Nemesis. Anyways. So, here's what I would do, and this would literally fix everything in one foul swoop. Or at least okay, not everything. It would fix a decent amount. Have Nemesis Prime be a separate entity. Because that's generally how Nemesis Prime is supposed to be. He's supposed to be Optimus, completely devoid of what made him Optimus. Would anybody disagree with me?
No, but I also have a better idea of how we can make that happen. If we still involve Quintessa to the whole thing, because if she's supposed to be a quote-unquote prime, I would do it in simply like this. Have her capture Prime, but instead of, what she did in the movie, carbon copy him at that very fucking moment, because you're Prime. How can you not do that kind of simple thing? She already has limitless powers. She could easily just copy him and make a corrupted version of him, and keep Optimus there as a hostage, while the real Prime, because we've seen it in multiple Transformers shows where when Nemesis goes out, everyone's like, "Hey, look, it's Optimus," and then it gets fooled. At least at that point, with Nemesis Prime being in the movie, would make sense on his behavior throughout, because Optimus was a hostage as opposed to just being Optimus having a simp kink for fucking Quintessa.
Exactly, and it's super, it's aggravating. So now I want to hear from the Bayverse supporter real quick. How does he feel about this?
Oh, okay. I just want to start off. The last night is awful. I will say that, but it's not as bad as people put it. But it's still god awful movie. I will say that. But the thing is, the last night attempted to fix what the AOE did with the timeline, because we all know AOE messed up the Bayverse timeline unbelievably. So I would throw all the concept art crap that they used in TLK out the window first. And I would explain how Megatron got to Quintessa and show them making a deal and stuff, a hunt down Prime and take over Earth. So that would be the first thing. And I would bring Sam back. I would explain what's happened to Sam and him being on the run and stuff, instead of being oh yeah, Sam's dead.
We're gonna circle back to Sam real quick, because that is something that I wanted to bring up as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I just want to focus on the Nemesis Prime half of it, because that was the biggest the selling point of the movie is, oh my god, it's an evil Optimus Prime! Holy shit! How is everybody gonna be able to do it? Oh my god!
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's why I'm focusing on that first. So, that said, So all in all, Nemesis Prime absolutely needs to be a separate entity. And while I do agree with Alex here, or Savage here, that, yeah, Quintessa definitely needs to be the one to make Nemesis, I don't think he should just be a carbon copy right in front of Prime sort of deal. I'm thinking play on the whole idea of certain characters share bodies and actually show it here. Whereas she's sitting there saying, oh, you think that you're the only one? You really think that? Yeah, guess what? I've had a version of you this whole time. He's my right-hand man. He does whatever I say. So guess what? While you're here being tortured by me, he's going to go do what you should have been fucking doing.
Uh-huh.
So with that stated, that's generally speaking where I'm going with the Nemesis Prime aspect of it, which also BT dubs. I'm also going to kind of dive in a little bit more with actual voice actors. I would still keep Peter Cullen on as Optimus, but he has stated in prior panels and interviews that if he was granted the opportunity to voice Nemesis Prime, he would love to do that entirely because of how he would be able to do it. In this film, I would give him the opportunity to voice Nemesis Prime, so that we can see.
Yes. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm being patient. I was just having my hand so that way you.
So that we can see Peter Cullen not only show he can do a lot more than just Optimus Prime, but he also finally gets out of the fucking chains that is, we only know him as Optimus Prime. It's annoying. Go ahead.
My idea for a voice acting line, or if we were to have Nemesis Prime as a separate entity instead of same thing or whatever the fuck, before he passed away, I would have loved Tony Todd to come back as Nemesis Prime.
Yes. Give him the Dreadwing voice. Give him the Dreadwing voice, and I would be all for it.
I'll do you one better. Give him the fucking Venom voice.
Oh.
Trust me. Tony Todd's Venom. Trust me, I love all the other Venoms. I'm a huge Venom fan. Tony Todd's Venom. There's not gonna be any other one. There isn't. There just isn't.
Uh-huh.
There's some good ones. Don't get me wrong. But Tony Todd just killed it.
Yeah, Tony Todd is.
He's just the GOAT.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's one aspect of it that I'm going to just get right out of the way, right the hell now.
Can we talk
The
about
other aspect, now here's the next aspect that I want to sit down and kind of touch on real quick. Now, initially, I was thinking, okay, well, how am I going to justify the Junkyard crew? And how am I going to work in Isabel and Squeaks and all them? And then that's when it kind of hit me. If this is what happened when we had two separate scripts clashing together and not being able to pick the right stuff to use, this is where I'm going to utilize what I call the bucket and pick one analogy. And in this particular regard, the script I'm going to go with is the script that would have focused on the crew that's on Earth. I don't give a fuck about everything else that's going on with the Unicron stuff. Like, we'll get to it. Chill. Good man. I would focus entirely on what's going on with the crew on Earth. And the reason why I'm saying that specifically is because I cannot sit here and continue to pretend that Cade's story was more interesting than what the Crosswise and Co. were doing. Or Crosshairs. So I would focus a lot more on what Crosshairs and Co. are doing. And I would save what everyone with the Wiki side of things, I would actually save that for the next film. Because at this point, I'm going to utilize all the Earth adventures as the build-up to the next film. Where as everything is going down and Megatron shows up, he's not just there. Like, obviously, he's still going to make a deal with the human race where he says what any lost species wants, to go home. He's going to agree to it, but I'm going to kind of add in some little tidbits showing maybe Megatron is finally starting to realize a lot of what went down with their home and the war was his fault. So a massive portion of this would be him trying to fight the Autobots while they are going through the rest of the film and they're finding out all the reason why Transformers keep coming to Earth, what's going on, and as they're starting to uncover that Unicron is real and he's planet Earth himself, Megatron is finally going to start asking himself the really hard questions. Was what I did worth it? Was it really worth it? Because at this point, let's face it, he's not stupid. He knows damn well that Unicron is a thing. He doesn't think he's a myth. He very much believes he's real. Why the hell wouldn't he? And at that point, it's literally a case of, yeah, I definitely was studying it, making sure I knew about it, but I never once thought that that knowledge was going to need to be used. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So in this particular regard, I would be allowing Megatron to do what no one else really would have thought to do for the live-action universe. Put him on the path of redemption. So as he's fighting the Autobots and everything, that's when Nemesis shows up. And even though all the Autobots recognize him as Optimus, he is going to go, like, with the theory voice or, beep bop radio talk, he's going to go, Optimus, thank God you're back! And as he's running up, the smoke clears, we see all the black on him, and all of a sudden, everybody's like, wait a minute, hold up, something's not right. And then, literally everything Megatron wished Optimus was is now standing in front of him as a genuine piece of karmic nightmare fuel. Where he's always said, you would have made a fine Decepticon. He's now about to get that fucking mindset thrown right at him at full force. Because, like, when it was Optimus, there was still some semblance of mercy, some semblance of, I don't want to do this. Nemesis is about the smoke. He wants all the smoke. He wants to throw hands. He wants to fight. And when he's finally going to get the opportunity to throw hands, he's beating everybody's ass. And the entire time, he's making everybody look like an absolute fool. We're going to have Megatron sitting there, and that's his kind of coming to Primus moment, where it finally hits him. This is me. This isn't what I wanted, but that's who I became. Can you tell I've been thinking about this for a hot while?
Yeah.
So finally, at this point, he knows this is an Optimus. And since I know for a fact it's not Optimus, if this motherfucker's not going to hold back, guess what? Neither will I. So then these two are finally going to start throwing hands. But the very first time, like, bearing in mind, this is still pretty much within the first real, like, encounter. Right when Nemesis basically gets the upper hand and is ready to kill Megatron, when Tessa tells him, hey, knock it off. You know why you're there. Go do what I told you to do. He's going to growl, he's going to groan, drop Megatron, and simply say, the next time you show up, I won't be so fucking merciful. And then he's just going to be on his merry fucking way. Autobots are down, Dinobots are down, Megatron and his Decepticons are down. The humans are now starting to realize, oh, we're in deep shit. Optimus basically just turned on us. And when the Autobots are trying to come to his defense and humans are trying to fucking hear it, Megatron is the one that's going to speak up, and he's the one that's going to say, I have faced off against Optimus for eons. What his warriors are telling you is true. That is not him. So don't you fucking dare put any more blame on him for shit that I did. So if you're going to be mad at anybody, be mad at me. Leave him the fuck out of it. Because let's be 100% real. With how disrespectful the human race was to Optimus Prime, that's a fucking hard-ass reality check they need.
Yep.
But how was I going to be able to sit there and finally force-feed that one down their throat? The very same Decepticon they were fighting against is going to be the one to call it out. Where he's going to tell them, like, if it was me in any of these situations, straight up I'd have killed you all by now. So the fact that he's shown you so much fucking mercy and so much fucking grace, y'all should take that as your sign that you need to knock this shit off. So at this point, they finally are regrouping. They're having the conversations, and now they know precisely what's going on and why Nemesis is here. Because at this point, they now have Megatron and his Decepticons. The Decepticons very begrudgingly, admittedly, all showing up at a human base, talking about their next move. What are we going to do? How are we going to handle this? And that's when Lennox is going to chime in, and he's going to go, the R&D department brought up something, but I wasn't really sure what it was, but now that you guys are here, maybe you can bring some light into it. So he brings up what's coded as Project Last Night, where he starts going through all of the different files showing this supposed knight that had incredible magical power back in the Arthurian days. Turns out, this Arthurian warrior that was incredibly powerful and magical, turned out it was Cogman. Only, unlike in Revenge of the Fallen, when he took on a human disguise, he was able to blend in perfectly. He didn't act all weird and off and shit. But when the time really came and he had to actually fight back against Decepticon warriors, he had the trust of his knights to show what he really was. You like this idea of Cogman?
I think it's really cool.
Well, too fucking bad. This is the only time we're seeing it in this film. Because, again, I want to get your asses in the seat for the next film. Before I go any further, though, I'm going to let you guys speak. I'm going to let you guys chime in. Let you guys say, well, here's what I think here's what I should do to fix it. Here's what I should do to fix this.
The issue for me on my side of things is like, there's a lot I would like to fix on that fucking movie. The main one being the plots where we're having Unicron be the Earth. Can we not reuse Transformer Prime's fucking idea? Because everyone has already seen it now, and so everyone's already going to predict what's going to happen. So how about we don't do that one, and just stick with the invading Cybertron idea, where it's going to just try to consume Earth? Because it doesn't make sense for fucking Cybertron to just try to consume Unicron. That doesn't fucking make sense. And I would say just stick with the whole, trying to fight off Cybertron from eating the Earth a second fucking time. Because let's remind ourselves, this isn't the first time Cybertron has been in Earth's orbit. Just this time, it's got a lot closer. That's all. I would also change the fucking shit out of the history thing they try to implore there. Oh my fucking god.
Oh yeah, that's right. I completely forgot about the World War II shit.
Like, oh my god, are we really going to just step over Adolf Hitler's fucking transforming watch? Remove all of that. Put something in fucking better. I don't know what exactly, but that made so much potholes in that entire movie franchise alone. I'm pretty sure you could make that into Swiss cheese. And that's
Are we
insulting
going to change the movie title? No, we are not going to change the movie title, because if you were paying attention, you would notice I specifically put in something where it says Project Last Night. So the Last Night's title still makes sense.
For me, I don't know exactly how I would have it as direction, because clearly you have more thought in that than I do, but I just would change all of that. Maybe introduce some new characters. So, like, I don't know, since they were in a junkyard, where the fuck are the junkyards in Wreck-Gar? That is the perfect spot for them. Let's not debate that one there. That is the perfect spot for them, and they just don't exist.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that either.
Junkie doesn't even fucking count, because he's just... I don't think he's even a Transformer, because we don't even see him really transform. I know he was a truck, but he is the one Transformer who didn't transform, other than Cogman. Squeeze technically transformed? No, I don't think we ever saw Cogman at all transform.
No, not Cogman. You're saying Junkie.
Yeah, the guy with the giant stuff on his back.
That was Day Trader. Okay. And he actually did transform. He was a
Day Trader transformed into like this super hippy dippy truck.
In the movie, because I do actually recall that a little bit, we actually never see him do the transformation. He just was a truck, and then he popped up. That's my point.
Yeah, it was really hard to do the transformations with those designs as well.
I mean, they still managed to give us escape mode Optimus Prime, despite us yelling at that for years.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I would absolutely at least introduce freaking Wreck-Gar. Wreck-Gar should have been in there to begin with, I feel. Just so we can have another Autobot flavor in there.
Uh-huh.
And also, I would have absolutely had Weird Al Yankovic voice act as him, because there's no other appropriate voice actor than him.
I mean, he did do it in animated, so...
And he was also the singer for 1986's song, so just saying.
Yeah.
Dare to be stupid, dare to be stupid. So, yeah, no.
I am Wreck-Gar! I'm dare to be stupid!
Yeah, so yeah, absolutely. If not, maybe have Tom Kenny be Wreck-Gar, because I could see him doing a good Wreck-Gar voice. It just depends. It'll depend.
Anyways, so J-Tank, speak up.
Honestly, you guys had a lot of the ideas I share with you guys anyways. But I would like to bring up a concept for the movie and have Megatron become Nemesis Prime. I don't know what it's just so cool to me, because in the Bayverse lore, just like in Aligned, Megatron was jealous that Optimus was a Prime. Because when Optimus found out he was a Prime, it was from Sentinel, and Sentinel kind of backhanded Megatron off. I feel like Megatron in the Bayverse is just an evil dude. He's just an evil, goofy goober. So why not turn him into Nemesis Prime? He's always wanted to be a Prime. What if his deal with Quintessa to get a new body is to become Nemesis Prime and become her slave, basically?
Let's talk about that later on, because you might have just pinged something up in here, but I don't want to bring it up right now, because...
I have an issue for that, but if we're going to address that later, well, I'll address that later, I guess, because right now...
No, you can go ahead and address it now. I'm saying, like, he might have just gave me a very, very cool idea.
Okay, so I'm not, just for the sake of natural debate, I don't think that's how they would do it, because here's the thing about Megatron. We know that he obviously would love to become a Prime, but he wouldn't want to copycat Optimus's image. He wants the right to earn it himself, not just be given it by Quintessa. Plus, he's already learned this from the Fallen, who was already a Prime. So, likelihood of him being a Prime, he's already by now accepted that he's not going to be a Prime.
Okay.
Because, again, he literally works with a Prime. He knows the Fallen.
Mm-hmm. But the Fallen's dead.
Well, yeah, he's dead. No shit, but I'm just saying. If the Fallen would have made him into a Prime, he would have done so. But that's the thing. That's not within their power. It's all we all know it's still under Primus's thing. That's been a major staple in everything that we know of for Transformers.
Uh-huh.
So, either way, if Nemesis or Megatron would be turning into Nemesis or whatever, it probably wouldn't last long because of the fact that wouldn't be a true Prime.
Which is what he wants.
So, if anything, he would want to try to get that naturally, because he would want to get it from Optimus himself by ripping it out of his spark. That's the whole point of why he started the war.
There was more to it.
I know, partly. I said partly.
So, giving the general gist of it, yeah.
Yeah.
But you see where I'm getting it, right? Just because I see your idea, but I counter with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so now, again, kind of bringing things back around, the human Autobot and Decepticon team, we're going to start really showing that maybe these guys aren't so different after all. Or maybe these guys actually have the potential to become friends. Because, we're going to have conversations between B and Barricade. We're going to have a conversation between Crosshairs and Joe Bob. I don't know.
Who?
I don't fucking know. And as everything is going on, the only one that's really not joining in on any of the talks is Megatron. And again, if we're sticking with how I would do it, while he is kind of off to the side and really talking to himself and kind of, for lack of a better way of saying it, while he's brooding, one of the other human characters is going to walk up to him, or no. On the way to their next destination, they run into Sam. Sam goes with them. Sam recognizes Megatron, and he takes this as an opportunity to not only give him a piece of his mind, but also in his own way, give Megatron that opportunity to redeem himself. Where they're going to have a conversation where Sam's going to basically flat out tell him, and again, if I'm the one that is in perfect fucking control here, Sam is going to hit him with you're the reason why me and Michaela broke up, right? You're the reason why me and Carly has so many issues, right? You do realize you're the reason why I'm as fucked up in the head as I am. You realize that, right? Where he's just gonna keep digging at him and digging at him and digging at him and digging at him. And until finally, when Megatron finally breaks his own silence, he doesn't scream, he doesn't shout, he doesn't growl at him. The only thing he says is, I don't blame you. And those words alone are enough to make Sam realize, I need to chill the hell out. He's already suffering right now as it is. And he's probably been suffering for years. And I'm just stacking on top of it. So what does Sam do instead? He tells him, hey, can you come down here real quick? I want to show you something. So before I went into hiding, for the sake of my family, he pulls out a picture in his wallet. He shows it to him and he goes, so that's me. Points to something up in the air, like up behind them, a little placard where it says Samuel Spike Witwicky.
Ooh, yeah.
Implying that he's always been Spike. Goes Carly, and then a little dude that's just standing there, and he goes, you see him? That's my son, Daniel. You know how you were willing to do anything for your people? You see these two right here? There's nothing I wouldn't do for them. But the big difference between you and me, I didn't let this give me a reason to compromise my morals. If you are going to go through with all of this, show us that you can live up to Optimus' example. Because right now, we don't know where he is. And right now, as much as they don't want to admit it, they need a leader. Hello, Nariko. Hello, Nariko. So, at that point, this is where Megatron finally gets the resolve that he needs to go, you know what? As much as I've been wanting to squish that fucking human for years, even I gotta admit, he's got checkmate here.
Mm-hmm.
So, when they finally make their way to where Merlin's staff is, we wind up finding out the reason why the staff is so powerful, it's the key to wake up Unicron. And as soon as they get there, they find out Nemesis beat them to the punch. He's already got the staff, and he's already about to bounce out. But at this point, Nemesis sees them. He looks at Megatron and goes, wait. Didn't I whoop your ass already? You sure you want another ass whooping? Because I'd be more than happy to oblige. Run the ones. Obviously, Megatron is going to tell everybody, this is what needs to happen. I am going after him. You are going to head out of here, and you are going to save as many people as possible. With Maximus and Decepticons looking at him like, have you lost your fucking mind?
Yes, boss, we'll kill. What'd you just say?
And the first one that's going to speak up about it is Barricade, where he's just simply going to go, okay, whoa, hang on. What the fuck did you just say? Okay, I've been spending how many years squishing these little shits, and now I'm expected to actually save them? You need to explain yourself a little bit more here. But Megatron turns to him and goes, I am still your fucking leader. What I say goes. You want to keep testing me? That's what I fucking thought. So Nemesis and Megatron are going to engage in another fight. And once again, poor Megs, he's getting his ass beat. And the entire time, Nemesis is literally just telling him, like, you keep fighting against me. It's pointless. You're not gonna win. Hits him one last time, and then just bounces out to head towards where Unicron is supposed to be. But Megatron's not done. In a fit of rage, turns into a jet mode and he goes after him. Bumblebee, Crosshairs, and Barricade all make the unanimous decision, yeah, nah, fuck this, we're following him. So they're all heading down. So they're all following Nemesis. And right when Nemesis gets to the chamber where the staff needed to get plugged in to wake Unicron up, that's where everybody shows up. And the first one up on the scene is Megatron, where he calls him out and he basically tells him, like, look, I don't know what your creator told you, but this has got to stop. You're gonna kill millions if you wake him back up. Then Nemesis system just kind of looks at him and goes, I'm the villain. That's what I want. Duh. So those two end up fighting again. And this time it's a little bit more evenly matched. And then B kind of does a little skid turn, transformation, grabs the staff right underneath Nemesis' nose, changes back into car mode, and then bounces. Megatron realizes what the hell just happened. He's distracted just long enough for Nemesis to get the upper hand, and then Nemesis does, because let's face it, we also kind of need this for the sake of the trailer to make it make sense. We now have a moment where Nemesis and Bumblebee are fighting, where I replaced Cade with Sam. And despite the fact that Bumblebee now has this new ability, Nemesis is still too much for him. So Nemesis is basically beating B to death. And when the time finally comes where he goes to finish off Bumblebee, he takes a shot from behind. The camera's going to pan to the right, like it's going to be focused on Nemesis' head for a minute. It's going to pan over to the right to show Megatron with the fusion cannon right behind him. And all he says is, the real one would have saw that coming. Those two end up fighting again, but this time Megatron is putting in the work. Yells at B to grab Sam and get the hell out of here. They all take off. Megatron beats Nemesis to an absolute fucking pulp, but he doesn't outright kill him. After he's done beating on him, he picks him up and he gives him a cold-ass fucking warning. Go back to your boss and tell her Earth's off limits. And if she's wise, she'll hand Optimus back over. Because I know she has him. Nemesis begrudgingly takes off. But from right underneath their noses, while he was beating up on B, he took the staff. Which is why his getaway didn't seem so upsetting to him at the time. We get a scene where Megatron shows up with the Autobots, the Decepticons, and the other human cast. And B starts feeling around on his body, and he realizes, oh shit, I don't have the staff anymore. Megatron, realizing what just happened and realizes he's been duped, he basically just starts telling everybody, prepare for war, because that's all that's going to be coming at us soon. We then get another scene where we see Optimus on the planet Quintessa's on. Nemesis makes his way back, and Quintessa was already just kind of looking at him and going, see, I'm pretty sure I told you to wake him up. So why isn't he awake? Nemesis just tells her, look, I tried. They got in the way. I couldn't get them off. But all's not lost. Because I have this. And when she realizes what it is, she basically flat out says, that's the Unicronus key, isn't it? And Nemesis simply nods. And then he goes, so how powerful is this thing supposed to be? He holds out her hand, wills it right to her. He then turns, points at just a couple of corpses, like dead-ass Transformer bodies. Points, and she revives them, effectively giving Nemesis Prime the Combaticons.
Yes.
And right when she turns to him, he tells him, go back. But this time, you're going to take the failure with you. And you are going to use him as a bargaining chip. And you're not coming back until he's awake. You understand me? Nemesis simply smirks, nods like, all right, I can get used to this. Optimus insists that they should stop this, that we shouldn't be waking him up. This is a bad idea. Now, obviously, they're not listening. They're not hearing it because she's got her own agenda, and Nemesis is literally her pawn. And Optimus is trying to plead with him, thinking, like he's literally telling him, please, have some semblance of sentience. You know what she's doing is wrong. I can see it in your face. And Nemesis just kind of looks at him and he goes, okay, I might look like you, but I don't fucking act like you. So therefore, whatever it is that you're sitting here trying to use on me, guess what, bitch? It ain't gonna work. If this is how shit's gonna be between you and me, then guess what? The moment you're out of that cage, the only thing that's keeping you alive is the fact that I have a mission to carry out. The moment I get an opportunity to go hand to hand with you, I promise you, your ass is mine. He rallies up the Combaticons. They all leave.
Oh, wait a minute. I just realized how you did this. God damn it.
And then all Quintessa is going to say is, soon, Master. Soon. And then the movie cuts.
Okay, so I want to point out something that I want to ask you. So are you going to retcon Onslaught's death? Or not do Onslaught's death? Because he does die early on in TLK.
So, I'm actually going to be replacing him because I'm not going to flat out say that was Onslaught. No, absolutely not.
Okay.
The guy that ends up getting basically pieced the fuck up by Drift and Crosshairs. We're going to go ahead and say that was we're going to say that was Payload. We'll say that was Payload.
Okay. Also, I can see what you're doing there, Scourge and Ruination. Because the moment you said Nemesis going with the Kabagons and click, I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch. You wanted to throw your RID 2001 in there. Fucking, I saw it coming.
BC cooking right now, though.
I gave this some thought, man.
And let me guess, you're going to give Megatron 5 Beast Mode, right?
As a Bavers fan, my spider sense is tingling right now. This is peak.
So with how much I have really grown to despise the Bayverse, I want this to be used as the think piece where whenever anybody sits there and says, well, BC doesn't get an opinion because he's a Bayverse hater, I want y'all to remember the fact that I put in all this work to fix one of y'all's movies.
Also, bear in mind, he hates Revenge of the Fallen, and he hates The Last Night more.
Revenge of the Fallen, not gonna lie, kind of off topic. I love Revenge of the Fallen.
Get the fuck out.
I love it, bro.
Okay, I might agree with BC honestly, slightly.
So, just in general, that's where I personally stand on how I would fix it. Obviously, Savage had the different idea of, well, what if this guy had this and we did this instead? And again, keeping in mind, we had the two separate plots in the actual film. I'm splitting them up into the proper two films they were supposed to be. So,
Hold on. Do you have your fucking volume on again?
What?
Naruto. I can hear it in the fucking background.
Why are you beefing Naruto? What the fuck?
Because we've yelled at him before for this. We actually have so many fucking... Am I not wrong?
You might be hearing me because I'm playing Skate right now.
could hear our voices in the background, and that's what that was really starting to throw us off.
Oh, he has the echo?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the echo.
That's why we're saying turn off the volume for it, not just it's not like he has it on a separate device. He can mute that fucking stream. He knows he can. He just doesn't fucking want to.
So, anyways, like I was saying, Alex was sitting there like, well, I would actually do this differently. I would do this differently. Gang flat out brought up what I think is a genius idea. What if Megatron was Nemesis Prime? Or playing on the whole idea of, well, he wanted to be one so bad. That's where, again, I'm starting to cook again. But yeah, so at this point, that's how BC would fix The Last Night. That's how Savage would fix The Last Night. That's how J-Tank would fix The Last Night.
BC be cooking, bro.
And as far as what the supposed sixth film would have been titled, me personally,
Predacons Rising.
I would have titled it Cybertronian Terror. Where it's like, okay, well, how are you guys going to manage to pull this win? Because obviously for the sixth film, that's a lot I would have.
Can I wait? Hold on. I know you said Cybertronian Terror, but can I tweak that a little bit so that way it makes more a little bit? Considering you're not wrong, it would be Cybertronian Terror. However, for the sake of simplicity, and some people are not going to know the difference, because let's be honest, not a lot of Transformer fans. Transformers Cyber Terror. Because people will be more afraid of something cybernetic than Cybertronian, and they would understand what a Cyber Terror would be.
Or Terror of Unicron.
Hell of Unicron.
Because let's face it, at the end of the movie, they are going to succeed in at least starting to wake him up.
Right.
any mentions to connect this to past films. Well, obviously, Sam Wiki being one of them. But most of the things that's going to connect this to the other films would happen in the next film. But we're not going into any of that. We're actually going to go ahead and move on to Savage Story Time.
Yay!
Before we switch, may I say one thing?
You may.
I love how you the way you did your Megatron there. You mixed the Bayverse, IDW, and Cyberverse together with a little bit of Earth Spark as well. With Megatron being a mad tyrant and him realizing he was always in the wrong. He was the reason why the war got so bad. He's the reason so many people died. And him owning that, I really enjoyed that part of your story time there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't know, I love IDW.
Because the last night, the trailers really lead you to believe that that's exactly what was going to happen. Was
that movie had so much
maybe
hype
Megatron was going to redeem himself, and then we got the actual movie, and it was a typical Megatron.
I remember being in, what grade would I be in? And I think I was grade 5 when the last night came out. I was so hyped for that trailer.
I think for the sake of my back, stop talking.
What?
Stop talking.
No.
So with that said, let's go ahead and move on to Savage Story Time.
Yay.
All right, so go ahead and explain the rules for those who don't already know.
Okay, so how Savage Story Time works, I read a story, everyone shuts up while I read the story, and everyone listens to the story. And by the end of it, I ask each and every single person if either to explain whether if the original poster, OP for short, is either the asshole or not the asshole. YTA or NTA. Simple. And yes, it requires people to listen.
Okay.
That was a shot. He'll know who he is.
Yeah.
Anyway, so at the moment, though, to start this off, depending on how long he wants this to go, I have two stories at the moment. If we want to continue, I have one more after that. But for right now,
well, since we are doing Scrap Battle immediately after, we'll see.
Yeah, that's why I said we'll see. So which one was I going to do for the bonus? I'll save that one for the bonus. Okay, so I'm going to ask J-Tank. Big number between 1 and 2.
2.
All right. Everyone, shush up. This is a story from Pangolian Throwaway. Chinese takeout. And and I forgot to mention, every time I do a Savage Story Time, from now on, I'm going to try to spice it up a little bit. There's going to be a theme for each of the stories. Today's theme is, you guessed it by the title, Transformers. So this is the first story of that Transformers theme, titled, "Am I the ass for telling my coworker I'm tired of hearing about her nerdy obsession?" And the story goes, if I can line this up correctly. That worked. So I have a coworker, female 27, who's absolutely obsessed with Transformers. Yes, you read that right. She has a massive collection of action figures and frequently brings one or more of them to work to show off. She talks endlessly about the movies, cartoons, comics, video games to anyone who will stop long enough to listen. She writes a ridiculous amount of fanfic that she also has to talk about. Almost every vacation she takes revolves going to a Transformers convention, etc. Most everyone else seems to think it's a fun personality quirk, or at least tolerates it, but it drives me bonkers because it's all she talks about, like, get a life. Last month, a number of us were discussing things we missed the most that were gone/delayed due to the pandemic. Most people brought up, visiting family, going to the movies, etc. Guess what this coworker missed the most? Yep, her conventions, which had all been canceled because apparently stuffing hundreds of nerds in a confined space isn't a good idea during a pandemic. No shit. I admit that I lost my shit at this point, and I told her, "Oh my god, will you shut up? Nobody cares about your obsession. Find another hobby or just something else to talk about besides a stupid cartoon show and action figures." She clammed up and didn't speak to me for the rest of the day. Since then, I haven't heard her say a peep beyond work-related stuff, which is actually a relief. But other coworkers are saying I was the asshole for telling her to shut up and that they actually miss her ramblings about fictional robots. One of them even says I'm lucky this coworker didn't report me to HR. I don't think what I said. I don't think what I said was HR worthy. If anything, I think I just did everyone a favor by getting her to stop talking their ears off about something only she cares about. But I'm wondering if I could have worded it better. Am I the asshole? And there is an edit before we. And that technically would be the ending, but there is an edit. Edit. Okay, I get it. I'm a piece of shit. Please stop messaging me telling me so. Update for those who care. I'm getting shunned and hated on enough at work that I'm currently looking for another job. I tried apologizing to my coworker and she gave me an "it's okay," but she still refuses to talk to me. She's back to talking about robots again though, so I think she'll be okay. In parentheses, don't know for sure if she's on the autistic spectrum, but probably doesn't make a difference. End of parentheses. We'll try to be more accepting of people's interests from here on out, even if it's too little, too late for my current workplace. So I'm gonna go from bottom to BC because that's how I'm gonna go. J-Take, you go first.
Honestly, some of the situation is quite relatable, actually. Um, Honestly, I think people should appreciate each other for talking about things that they really like. Yeah, it can get annoying, but you don't need to call them out for it. Like, listen to them. That shows that you appreciate them and etc. Shows that you're good. You're a good community. Even if you're getting annoyed by it, just keep listening. Don't mention it. And then at the end of the day, you'll go home. You could talk about whatever you want at home. Maybe she didn't enjoy talking about the things that they liked enjoying, so she talked about things she liked enjoying. So in the end, I still think the guy is the asshole, but I see where he is coming from because we Transformers fans don't shut up.
I'll hold my tongue until my turn. Naruto.
Okay, is my mic working?
Yes, your mic is working.
All right. Yeah. I mean, it's like it's not really harmful for her to talk about the things that she loves, but yeah, it can get annoying. But at the end, she's not doing anything harmful. So yeah, I guess he's the asshole.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just tell everyone to mute up. Let him. Yeah. You want me? You want to go last? Okay. So I say absolutely 100% of a doubt, dude. You are a fucking dick. Regardless of it, if this is even a Transformers thing. Someone's trying to de-stress from work and talk about their favorite pastime / hobby. Even if you don't like the hobby, you can at least give your ear to listen. Like, that's the whole point of why they're saying it to you to begin with, because they clearly thought you were trustworthy enough to speak this to about. Like, she thought she was in her comfort zone by talking to you all about this. And now you just completely stabbed that bubble with a needle and bursted her whole fucking comfort zone. And now she's too uncomfortable to even tell you how she feels about certain things here because she believes she's not, her interests are not good enough for your opinion. So, dude, even if you said, okay, I get I'm a piece of shit. No, you don't, clearly, because if you get it, you wouldn't have done it in the first place, regardless of it being Transformers, Bionicles, or whatever. And so, even if she was on the possibility of the spectrum, that doesn't change the fact that you were being a dick for the sake of being a dick at that point. So, absolutely, without 100%, without a doubt in my mind, sir, asshole, go fuck yourself. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and mute up.
Everybody mute your asses up. OP, I'm gonna need you to step to the front real quick, because I need to know, who the fuck you think you are? You mean to fucking tell me that you had a coworker who shared her passion wildly and freely, and you diminished it just because you thought it was fucking annoying? I'm sorry, did you peak in high school or some shit? I'm sorry, is your social norm the same as being fucking destroyed? Because if that's the case, bro, get the fuck over yourself. Are you kidding? I would love to know your coworker. Because guess what? If you think one's bad enough, imagine when you have two. Imagine when there's three. Imagine when there's five. Now all of a sudden you're not going to be able to fucking walk away at that point. It's going to be that fucking simple. So at this point, whether you get a new job, whether you at this point, I'm pretty sure you couldn't even fucking completely change your life around. Whole new occupation and everything to be able to escape this one. Because what kind of human being thinks it's okay to do this shit? I can understand if y'all were just fucking kids. Because at that point, like, you're young. You don't realize it at that point. You're fucking grown! You're a grown man! Are you fucking kidding me? You're a grown man, and you sat there and said that shit with your whole chest, and you believed that you weren't the... Get the fuck out. Matter of fact, you know what? No. This ain't gonna be a YTA situation. No, this is a... You're on BC shit list here. Forever on BC shit list. And if I ever meet you in person, I will say it directly to your fucking face. And I'm gonna make damn well sure that when it does get said, you fucking feel it to your core. Done.
All right, and with that story, and all by the way, all these stories have already been stapled before we even make our final verdict, and obviously this one was clearly, asshole. So that's the end of that story. And now on to the second to possibly last story of the night. I would say who it's from, but this time they deleted their profile, so we will never know. However, since this one's archived, it's the only reason why I'm able to read this right now. So this is a story from someone of anonymous name. The story goes, would I be the asshole if I buy a Transformer knowing my girlfriend won't approve? I say it as a joke because I partially say there's a little bit of relation with you on that one. Not directly, but you've done something like this before. That's why I'm saying that. I see this. Anyway, going on to the story. Backstory, he says. Or, yes, it's he, because I'll read. Backstory. I, 20M, so 20 male, love collecting Transformers figures. I'm living with my girlfriend, 21 female, and I have a few in our current house, and my main collection is at my parents' house. We're both students at university in a student house we share with two others irrelevant to the post. In short, my girlfriend feels it's a bit childish I have these, and I sometimes tinker and play with them a bit. She tolerates me having them. However, is harsh against me getting any more and doesn't like it when I play or fidget with them. I, however, think it's okay for me to have them on display, and I do like to fidget with them, specifically transforming them. The reason I have this many is likely due to being a special interest of mine, part of being autistic. Fair. For context, I like to clarify that my collection is about 20% mainline toys you get at a toy store, and I don't possess any at my current house. The other 80% are the high and advanced figures designed for the adult collectors. Like, you wouldn't really want to give a young child these ones. They also tend to be kind of expensive on average, in British pound, 80 to 120, $80 to $120. These are the movie masterpiece scales. Movie masterpiece scales ones or third-party versions, plus a couple Marvel Hot Toys and a 3-0 Iron Man figure that I have here. Me and my girlfriend technically have separate rooms. However, we are going to use one as our main room and another as a study space / man cave. And the extra room was where I was going to store my collection, which she is okay with after discussing it. The controversy. So far, I've been eyeing up a Blitzwing figure, and I'm debating whether I should just leave it or go buy it. On the one hand, we're trying to save money and it's going to take up shelf space in one of our rooms. On the other, I've got a job that's paying quite well for students, and I could easily afford this one figure. And it's my money, so I should do with what I please. Question mark. I used to have a Blitzwing, but it broke, and I sold it on with the spare parts. So basically sold for parts. The one I'm eyeing up is around 150 pounds. I could pay that off. With not even 2 days' work, which is fair. I know 100% my girlfriend would be very against this if I did buy it. We're not tight on money, and now I have this job, and I haven't bought one since last year. Context: this story is 2 years old. Plus, I've taken a lot of wins, such as passing my first year of university after my second try. You hair in my mouth. And actually landing my first job. I just feel I earned this treat with this. I worked so hard for both of these. Alternatively, my birthday is coming up in just over 2 months, so I could use the money I get used to. Or here, let me reread that. Alternatively, my birthday is coming up in just over 2 months, so I could use the money I get, use that to get it. Question mark. Regardless of how I pay for it, though, I know my girlfriend would still have an issue with it because she just hates my Transformers collection. So whether I got it now or waited, knowing my girlfriend would hate me buying it, would I be the asshole if I bought this Transformer? End of story. So, like, same thing as before, though probably going to be different way this time, I think. J-Tank, go first.
Honestly, again, it's his hobby, it's his money, it's his option. They were saving up, but he knew that his job was paying well and he could easily earn that money back. No matter what she says, a good relationship is to listen to each other, of course, but honestly, I think she should be supportive. Way more supportive, especially with him being slightly autistic too. Maybe it's just a hobby he likes to do, escape, just work, whatever. Have something to talk about because he likes it. So in the end, I'm going to say he is not the asshole. His girlfriend is neither the asshole. I think they just need to come to terms that somebody likes something, somebody doesn't like something, but they shouldn't be shaming each other on it. That's what I'm saying. So I'm gonna say neutral.
ESH.
What was that?
ESH. Everyone sucks here.
Everyone's
okay. I was like, what the fuck? What did you say? What? Okay, I didn't realize that was going to be a third option. Okay. Naruto.
Okay, the thing about wanting to get the figure that you want versus saving money for something else. Oh, damn. Yeah, no, this is genuinely hard because saving money is important, but then again, it's Blitzwing.
I feel like a little bit of context, like what Blitzwing is this specifically?
He said it was like $100 figure, so it's most likely the third party. What was its name? Was it No, it wasn't Unique Toys.
It was. I'm guessing it was the Star Toys.
Yeah,
one.
that's what it was.
The issue is that he doesn't say what kind of Blitzwing. He just says it's Blitzwing. So
Just-
the only hint we got is that it's for him it's in British pounds because that's what he used as his currency symbol, and that it's $150 for him. That's the only context we got for that.
I mean, oh god, this is hard. Yeah, I can. I'm just gonna go with neutral on this one.
So, and this is a would I be the asshole?
Yeah, would I be the asshole?
So, I agree with everybody but for different reasons. So obviously, girlfriend, that's one area where I 100% agree. She needs to nut up and shut up. Just flat out, she needs to nut up and shut up. Because if you really love the support of this man to the level that you claim that you do, his hobby should not bother you in any way, shape, or form. Like, obviously, yes, I can see how some hobbies can be a little bit of a pain in the neck to deal with. But if he's not doing drugs, what's the fucking problem? Now, so that my overall rating on her, definitely she's an a-hole for that. Like, no, absolutely not. You need to get the fuck over yourself, lady. Dude, on the other hand, I'm gonna be 100% real. The reason why I'm saying he would be the a-hole is because the fact that it even crossed his fucking mind. I should probably just buy it and just not say anything. The disrespect of that alone. If you're willing to do it now, who's to say you wouldn't be willing to do it when you guys actually are in a tight spot? Long-term consequences you're clearly not thinking about.
To be fair, he did state he was partially, or I think he said partially. Hold on, let me get my eyes back so I can reread a little bit. He did say he was partly of being autistic, so he probably can't really think of the long term.
Which, while fair, and I do understand that, unfortunately, whether you don't fully understand long-term consequences are a thing, does not change the fact that long-term consequences are a thing. Which is why I usually try my best to press that while, yes, I do understand and I do advocate that, the autism spectrum definitely does not help in major cases like this. This is that one area where I'm sorry, if you're able to create a cohesive enough thought to put together this plan, you should be able to put two and two together and go, I probably should talk to her just in case. Like, you should at least be smart enough to know I should have these backup plans with the backup plans with the backup plans. You know what I mean? Because let's face it, let's 100% face it. Shit like this wasn't cheap. Like, this whole set was not cheap. I'm not revealing what I paid for it here on the Scrapyard, but all I'll say is that was not cheap. And I got them at a con. So yeah, no. No.
So,
absolutely not. You shouldn't even be remotely humoring the idea of choosing to hide it. Because I'm speaking as the most experienced one here, as the actual married one. If you do this, it's gonna blow up in your freaking face, dude. I did it once. I'm still picking debris out of my hair from it. So yeah, no, don't ever put yourself in that position. It's not worth it. I don't care what character it is. I don't care how rare it is. Don't put yourself in that position, ESH.
All right, I'll just say on my side, I'm pretty sure he's also been he's already been whoever this is. He's already been labeled as not the asshole. But at the same time, I want to say, buddy, just if you already had put the idea in mind, like thinking, should I ask the internet this just in case? There is a little bit of leeway saying, yeah, you could be, because if that's your immediate first thing to ask on the internet, you probably should think of, like he said, a alternative an alternative backup plan or something, because likelihood you're probably going to be labeled as the asshole because the fact that you thought to ask this immediately. So, clearly, in case you didn't do it, obviously, because again, there's no continuation story. There's no nothing, because they're kind of, I don't know. I can't tell. There's no follow up because we don't have the account anymore. The account's gone, so we will never know if he did or not, and ended up being broken up with her. That's where it ends basically for the story. So, again, I'll just say not the asshole. So,
So a little bit of an interlude here. I gotta go handle something.
okay. Interlude. So what does that mean is I can get away with one quick story.
Wait. Savage, the whole time you've been talking these stories, I've been listening, but I've been playing Skate, so it's like those Reddit stories you see on YouTube with the
Oh my
gameplay in the background.
God damn it. All right. So how does everyone feel about the story so far?
I think these are pretty nice.
And if BC comes back and says I have to go ahead, I do have one more story, but I'm going to wait on that, obviously, because I don't want to just do it. Although probably could do it right now while. Actually, no, because he wants to hear the story too. So yeah, I'll just wait. But yeah, no. Also, as a little thought suggestion for everyone in the crowd, if you wish to drop me a suggestion for possibly a theme of stories for me to go off of for more of these story times, go on our Discord and go into the Savage Storytime channel and just drop me an idea. There's been a couple I'm thinking about looking up later, so I do pay attention and think I do listen, but sometimes I'll obviously pick my own because my segment. But yeah. Them some good stories this time, Savage. Thank you. I've been trying. There's I'm gonna try my best. Not all of them are gonna be spicy like these two have been. But at least this time we have at least one confirmed asshole.
Ooh, Gambit dropped today on Rivals. I forgot. Oh.
He literally messaged you. He literally told you even dropped a picture of
I know I dropped the picture of Gambit. I was like, I know he's coming out. I forgot that they added him today. It was supposed to be the 5th.
What the fuck you mean you forgot?
So okay.
God. What the fuck you mean?
That's I
forgot.
I literally even said that to you literally messaged him. How'd you forget?
Don't know, bro.
Anyway, so
after stream, do you want to get on Rivals, guys?
I'm got other things to do. Anyway, so before that, BC, do we have enough time for one more slip into the story, or not? Not now.
No.
Say right now. Okay.
Because yeah, no, I still want to be able to have enough time to actually have a decent after party, you know?
Okay, that's why I asked instead of just doing.
Alright. So with that stated, let's go ahead and start getting ourselves prepared because it's time.
Time for
It's
a fight.
time. It is Big Convoy versus Primed Red Wing. So if nobody was paying attention at the beginning, if you have any early votes, go ahead and cast them now, even though they're probably not going to matter.
Welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway, where the points don't matter.
Exactly. So anyways, all right. So basically, here's how this is going to go. Just like how last week went, where I really only did a quick gloss over with Wild Convoy because we already did him in Scrap Battle. So we didn't really need to go into full-blown details. Well, for the sake of Big Convoy, it's very much going to be the same idea. Here's the difference. Brian Dreadwing, this is his first time coming to Scrap Battle. So, we need him to be a little bit more analyzed. So this is less a discussion and more a very quick who gets what point. So, as per usual with Scrap Battle, we basically go through 5 different categories. Endurance, strength, speed, armor, weapons, battle intelligence. And then we end it off with the final verdict. So, with all that said, let's go ahead and start with the endurance. Now, if memory serves me right, Big Convoy got the endurance point the first time he was around. And I'm very much so leaning towards that again here. Mainly because, let's face it, it took a cannon shot straight from the back to kill Dreadwing, and something very similar on Big Convoy, he just brushed that shit off. That's not to say that Dreadwing is not durable. I'm not saying that. I'm saying between the two, who has the most endurance, bar none is Big Convoy. As far as physical strength is concerned, again, I am mainly arguing for Big Convoy because we've already done his stats. So I already know precisely how things are with him. However, everybody else, when it comes to the strength point, do you think that Prime Dreadwing has the physical strength to be able to take on somebody like Big Convoy?
Hand raise.
That's for flashbang trivia, but nevertheless, go ahead.
All right. Honestly, I think Prime Dreadwing, from what we've seen from him, he does have a lot of strength. We all know that Big Convoy is pretty tough, but Prime Dreadwing, he was able to go on Bulkhead. He was able to fight Optimus. He is just a menace on the battlefield. So I say he does have the strength to combat Big Convoy.
Okay, anybody else?
I'm trying to remember precisely, but did Dreadwing ever fight Predaking?
No.
No, he died before.
He was already dead by that point.
Okay, so you see, my issue I'm trying to think is like I know Big Convoy. I have at least seen a little bit of Neo, so I do have at least some form of not acknowledgement for this one. But I'm trying to think what level of strength Dreadwing has. Don't get me wrong, he's absolutely a strong character. By no means is he a pushover. He shows it, he earns it. But I don't know. It's like trying to compare apples to oranges, where I'm just not too sure where the scaling exactly would be for
Well, it's less scaling and more trying to gauge it.
You get my point, though.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Dreadwing is prone to getting tricked. That's not strength. That's battle intelligence more. So we're talking about strength. Strength here. Focus. I'm going to say. So okay. Well, I guess that leads into Our Arms 2, doesn't it? I'm going to say he probably is in equal terms with Big Convoy. I can't really say.
Okay, so then physical strength wise, unless Nariko is going to chime in and say absolutely not, I'm going to give the strength point to Big Convoy, or not. No, I'm gonna tie them out for the strength point. However, for the speed point, I can say with absolute confidence that Dreadwing gets the speed point. Because while yes, they both share a very similar build, Dreadwing can move a lot faster than Big Convoy can. Because, I mean, come on, dude. Dreadwing was able to basically keep pace in robot mode with Optimus. And we all know the Prime Universe Optimus is no pushover when it comes to speed. We've seen him throw hands. He's not, like, he's willing to really throw them bows. Like, come on.
So let's let Nargo say what you wanted to say first, because you didn't give him the chance yet.
I'm honestly gonna set this one out. So yeah.
Well, if you're here, you gotta at least participate a little bit.
All right. So Big Convoy, not calling him by his American name, and Tony Todd Dreadwing. In terms of strength, yeah, I'll agree with you guys. But speed, yeah, I'm agree with Prime Dreadwing having speed.
Okay. So now we get into armor and weapons. If you think that Dreadwing's taking to this point, you're a fucking moron. There is a reason why Big Convoy is called a one-man army. That dude comes packing heat at any moment. There is never a moment where he does not have a weapon on hand.
He makes the Wreckers proud.
The Wreckers wish they were him. I mean, come on, dude. Big Convoy's main weapon is a cannon that's bigger than him.
Isn't that the Matrix Buster or whatever?
No, his main weapon is called the Big Cannon.
Oh, yeah.
The Matrix Buster, which I personally call the Matrix Cannon because it sounds better, is a weapon that he only really has access to when he pulled the Matrix out of his chest. Which, yes, he will indeed be keeping that for the battle. Because it is a weapon he has easy access to.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go into the actual armaments and armor abilities that both the characters have. So naturally, Dreadwing, armor-wise, definitely proven to be very tough. He has a cannon weapon, he has the sword, and he has those weird bomb things. I'm gonna let you say what you were gonna say before I immediately just start showering everybody with what kind of weapons Big Convoy has.
Yeah, no, I was going to ask if he ever used a certain thing, but I just remembered no, he didn't. In fact, he probably never used any of the artifacts, so probably fucking not.
No, he never did.
And he was practically the same skill level as Skyquick if Skyquick actually had more time on screen. So, yeah, no, you probably nailed the hammer on that one, or nailed the nail with the hammer on that one.
So who's ready to hear about the weapons the big convoy has? So he has the big cannon that can become the Matrix Buster. He has over-the-shoulder missiles. He has hip-mounted hoop missiles that he can also use as tomahawks. He has tonfas that flip out from his arms.
He's also a mammoth, so he has tusks.
He has the tusks. He's got the attack mode.
Oh, yep.
And he himself, he's even said straight up, I am the weapon.
I am the hype.
I gotta rewatch Neo.
Wait, but big convoy. We don't know. You can't go out there completely unarmed. I'm not unarmed. Well, what weapon do you have on hand? I am the weapon.
I need to see this show.
It is a really good show.
I need to rewatch Neo in second.
I've been too busy with My Hero Academia.
Wow.
Get on our level, bro. Get on our level, bro. Get on our level, bro.
I'm still at level 2, man. Oh.
On that level. Oh, damn, I've been at this for a while, huh?
God damn it!
Anyway, so, Nariko, where do you stand on armor and weapons? Because I think it's painfully clear it's going to Big Convoy.
Well, yeah, it's literally Big Convoy. Isn't he literally called, a one-man army for a reason?
Yep, there's a damn reason why he's considered a one-man army.
So yeah, it's him. It's gotta be him.
Alright. Anybody else? Before I move on?
That's about all I can really put in there, because it's not going to be any different.
He has
Alright, well. Bingo Convoy! And Dreadwing, who's taking battle intelligence. And battle intelligence isn't necessarily who's the smarter. It's who's the more likely to use their environment to their advantage. Who's the more likely to actually know when the final blow is coming, or who is the most likely to get the final blow. So battle intelligence. Obviously, being a one-man army definitely gives you precisely what you're doing while you're on the field of battle. But at the same time, we've seen Dreadwing more than prove he can use that noggin on the battlefield. Because I mean, for fuck's sake, he's able to go toe-to-toe against Optimus. That's gotta mean something. So as far as battle intelligence is concerned, I want to hear you guys first before I say who I think should get it.
I'm going to say I feel like I want to say Big Combo because of the fact that knowing the two, and yes, I am going to point that out there, Quentin, because you did just bring it to our attention. Dreadwing is more susceptible, or that's probably not the right word, is more likely to be tricked by something by Big Convoy than the other way around. And there's been some times where Big Convoy does, accidentally let his guard down by something, but that's a very rare occasion. And even then, he'll also notice something coming behind him. So he's more likely has more. The only time he's been caught off guard is because, since this is Neo we're talking about here, he has to help his forced-on team.
A team you really didn't want in the first place.
Yeah. But other than that, if the team was not an inclusion, which in this case obviously it isn't, he would be absolutely wrecking everyone on his way to the fucking red carpet, because that's how much of a fucking energy and aura he emits.
Aura.
Or yeah.
Aura.
Yeah, you get the point. Leave it alone.
So okay, so we're gonna need to edit this segment. We're gonna do aura farming next.
Oh, I mean, he does. Literally, all the Maximals, even really, every time they hear of him, they're like, oh shit, stay back. Get.
So you are thinking overall, battle intelligence is going to big convoy.
Absolutely, I do think so. Yeah.
Air tank.
Yeah. Alright. I'll rant away. Anyways, I'm gonna dive into Transformers Prime first with Dreadwing. He was able to countless times outsmart the Autobots, even Optimus, the most stern and intelligent Autobot on the team, multiple times. He also, when they were going against Starscream when he had the Omega armor, or why Omega armor? Why am I blanking out on the name?
Apex armor.
Yeah, the Apex armor. That's what it was.
Apex
You know,
Legends.
they were in the Arctic. They were fighting. Optimus was having a hard time combating Starscream and fighting Dreadwing. Optimus was like, "Hey, we need to team up against this guy." Dreadwing was the one who made the plan to take down Starscream and lure him into the trap because he knew Starscream was like, "Oh, I'm in this armor. I'm indestructible. I'm gonna beat you." And he found a weak spot in the ice, put the bombs down. With the help of Optimus, lured him in. Bam! He fell down like 2 kilometers down into the ice. Not only that, he also ambushed. He followed Sea Spray and Wheeljack in space for a while and planted a bomb underneath the ship that was meant to get both Wheeljack and Sea Spray, but we all know Wheeljack's got that plot armor. So I'm just saying, Dreadwing knows he's pretty good with this stuff on the battlefield. He knows how to outsmart the opponent. He's just a very intelligent dude on the battlefield. But I have not watched Beast Wars Neo or Second in a long time, so I don't quite know as well as you guys for Big Convoy. But I do admit that Big Convoy is like the Master Chief, just a one-man army, just soloing everybody. And many times in the show, he completely combated the opponent. He constantly like outmaneuvers, outsmarts them on the battlefield. And since he is literally like the most overpowered thing in all of Beast Wars, especially because he's Big Convoy, I will have to say it goes to Big Convoy. But Dreadwing is up there, man. Dreadwing is up there.
All right, Naruto.
With all this said about Dreadwing, and right now I'm currently reading Big Convoy's TF wiki, and no kidding, it's long as hell. With him being a region with this much info, okay. But in terms of like, what's the category on this one?
Battle intelligence.
All right, battle intelligence. Oh god, this is hard. I guess I'm gonna have to stick with Big Convoy on this one. Like what J-Thing said, like Dreadwing is also smart, but damn, this is Big Convoy we're talking about.
So here is where I'm going to shock everybody when I say battle intelligence, they tie. Because they both have proven that on the field of battle, in the heat of the moment, they both can come up with a plan and execute the plan damn near perfectly.
Interesting.
It's almost surgical too, with how well they go.
Correct. So now we move on to the final verdict. Start with J-Tank. Who do you think is going to win and why?
Honestly, I even though Dreadwing has the speed, he is quite intelligent and he knows how to fight. I gotta say Big Convoy because he's Big Convoy. He's got the plot armor.
All right, Naruto. Final verdict. Who do you think is going to win?
After hearing what Big Convoy can do throughout, let's say, all of Scrap Battle, especially the previous ones, okay, yeah, I gotta give it to Big Convoy.
Savage. Who do you think is going to win?
I do believe that Dreadwing will absolutely give it his all. He will definitely use every strategy he can think of and probably improvise as best as he can. But at the end of the day, I don't know how well he can fare against a powerhouse that is literally Big Convoy. So
The one-man army.
the one-man army, who Predacons fear him, and more than likely, if he was to be an Autobot, Decepticons
Decepticons would fear him.
would fear him. So, yeah, no, I'm also gonna side with the Big Convoy.
Final verdict, BC.
Story time.
Big Convoy versus Dreadwing. Picking up where we left off last time. Big Convoy is outside with Team Prime. He has Dreadwing in his sights. Dreadwing has already drawn his sword. At this point, it's painfully clear a fight's about to break out. Big Convoy warns the other Autobots, head back inside, I've got this. RC Lament says, no, you need to be able to fight him with us. He's way too dangerous if you try to fight him alone. Big Convoy looks her dead in her eye, and he simply tells her, listen here, chick. I'm the one-man army. Predacons fear me for a fucking reason. And last I checked, you're not a commander. You don't tell me what the fuck to do. Take your ass back to base. I got this. So after they all finally head back to base, Big Convoy faces Dreadwing. Dreadwing gives him an opportunity to at least surrender whatever information he may have, and he may be willing to spare his life. What does Big Convoy do in response to this? Big fat belly just start tackling, thinking, is this motherfucker real? This dude really needs to go step up to me. Little did he know, Dreadwing was hoping and praying and literally betting on him doing that. Because the moment he curled back like this, he started hearing beeping. And when he finally calmed down just enough, he heard the beeping. He's like, wait a minute, what the hell is going on? Finally looks down. An array of mines all around him. Looks back up at him and goes, oh, so we playing this shit, huh? All right. Bet. But before he could get the cannon out, Dreadwing. Shit! Falls through the hole, lands, and now he's pissed. Dreadwing stands over the hole, pulls out his cannon, and he takes aim. Tells the Maximal, believing he's an Autobot, this is your one and only chance. Surrender to the Decepticons, and I will make sure personally, as Megatron's acting lieutenant, you will not be killed. For the anime lovers, the missile pods open up. You kill me? Who decided that? Fires an absolute volley of missiles. They all come flying at Dreadwing. He did not see this coming clearly, but he is just fast enough to where he can jump back. But as these missiles were flying out, Big Convoy took this opportunity to aim the cannon down at the ground, fires it, and launches himself back up out of the hole. Spins in the air, cocks, fires again right at Dreadwing. Dreadwing sees this massive beam coming right at him, and he barely dodges out of the way, realizing, oh, he can fight for real. Oh, shit. What am I gonna do? As soon as Big Convoy lands, Dreadwing very quickly starts to close the distance, and he goes to melee with the giant cannon. He thought, the moment he made contact, he thought he hit him in the head. He looks in absolute terror when he sees a bot that is basically shorter than him just caught this fucking thing, pulled it down just so it's where he look him dead in the eye, and he's like, my turn. That's Dreadwing across the field, throws the cannon across the way, cocks his guns, and now he's ready to really start brawling. Dreadwing is already starting to tell this is not going to go the way he's thinking it will. So if he's going to win this, he's got to fight smart. So he puts his hands up, raises them fisticuffs. He's ready to go. Big Convoy throws the first punch. Dreadwing dodges. They sit there and just kind of start trading and dodging blows. Punches and punches and punches until finally Dreadwing catches one and flips him over onto his back and then goes to stomp down on his head. Big Convoy rolls out of the way, grabs him by his ankle, and as he's standing up, he pulls Dreadwing off of his own feet and then just slams him down as hard as he can. He slams him down so hard that he bounces from impact. And as he's mid-air from impact, Big Convoy grabs both of his ankles and he just starts spinning his ass. Spin, 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 spin. Throws him as hard as he can. Dreadwing is spinning in the air. To catch himself, he turns into his jet mode and then flies right back at Big Convoy. Big Convoy fires another volley of missiles. Dreadwing was obviously able to shoot all these out of the air. But then he realizes as soon as the smoke was cleared, Big Convoy wasn't there. And he's wondering, what just happened here? He hears the sound of a cannon charging, turns in his jet mode to see this weird-looking woolly mammoth with a cannon coming out of his face. Big Convoy fires and literally shoots his ass out of the sky. Dreadwing plummets, but before he hits the ground, he turns back into robot mode. He hits the ground, and he slowly starts getting back up. Big Convoy comes back down, transforms back into robot mode, and he just starts walking towards him slowly. The Dreadwing, thinking he's going to have the upper hand, he just lets him get as close as humanly possible. Then all of a sudden, draws the sword as fast as he can, and he slashes. When he slashed, he actually did manage to get Big Convoy across the chest. He thought he did damage. He only damaged his matrix chamber. He's fine. So what does Big Convoy decide to do? He busts out his personal little hand-to-hand weapons. Those built-in tonfas. Immediately, so at this point now, the two of them are clashing with Blade and Tonfa. But eventually, Big Convoy finds a very critical opening, and he exploits it. Whips one of them back in, punches him square in the nose, and then just starts piecing Dreadwing up with the Tonfas. Hitting it with fancy little strikes. Hits hard up to where the sword goes flying off in the other direction. Hits him with a right hook. Like, he's just beating this poor bastard down. Finally, in a desperate bid to get him off, he slams a mine right on Big Convoy's chest. And he hits the detonator. Despite the fact that they were both literally within proximity, the mine goes off. Dreadwing flies back and slams into the wall, falls to his knees. He's breathing heavily. There's no way you could have survived that. Finally, he starts standing up, holding his shoulder, and he starts trying to limp away. But he hears the sound of energy charging up. Turns and looks. The smoke clears, and there's Big Convoy with the Matrix Buster. There's some cracks on his armor, but he's fine. Takes one good look at him and he goes, lights out. Pulls the trigger, fires the cannon, and this hits Dreadwing point blank. He flies through the fucking mountains. He flies through trees, and when he finally reaches the end of this blast, he just hits the ground, and he's just laying there, almost like he's inches away from death. Big Convoy relatches that big-ass cannon right on his back, puts a Matrix back into his chest, and his body begins to heal from the power of the Matrix. Cracks his knuckles, returns to base. Big Convoy wins!
It's a knockout.
Big old knockout! Beat his ass! So here's the main thing that gave Big Convoy the win. I want to try to do this every scrap battle to explain why one character won over the other. And honestly, this one is pretty clear-cut. Dreadwing simply did not have enough options to genuinely combat Big Convoy's overwhelming arsenal. And that's keeping in mind he didn't use his whole arsenal to win this fight. Dreadwing, yes, definitely exhibited traits where he could more than turn the fight in his favor if he really, really needed to. But what good is this ability to be able to turn the fight in your favor when you have an opponent that can literally blow up any of the plans that you have while creating one of their own? Big Convoy knew from a physical strength standpoint as well as a physical armory standpoint, Dreadwing simply did not have the chops to step up to him. That's why he sent the Autobots away, because he knew damn well Dreadwing was not going to be able to beat him. So, well, yes, Savage, you are definitely correct. Dreadwing put up one hell of a fight. He fought as hard as he could, but at the end of the day, he did not have what it takes to step up to the one-man army. The winner is Big Convoy.
Also, I want you to know right now, when he did the charging thing, like, there's no way he could have gotten up from that mine explosion that I just detonated. The only thing I got out of that in my mind was, I know you don't watch the show, but I'm hoping everyone else understands this reference. All I got was Big Convoy charging up, but in the style of Randy Marsh going, I didn't hear no bell.
I didn't hear no bell.
Hi.
Hi, Ma.
But yeah, that's what I got out of all that is like, I didn't hear no bell, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, Big Convoy's no fucking joke, bro. Alright, so I'm going to let everybody chat amongst themselves while I get the next set of grab battles as well as the next topic set up.
The next
So
episode.
give me one second, I'll be right back.
All right. Until then, how did everyone feel about the
I
battle?
think that was awesome. BC always knows how to tell a good little fight.
I crap my pants.
Go clean
What
yourself. Don't be
What was
disgusting.
that link posted in the comments?
What link?
There's a link in the comments from Joanne.
Well, that's not a link. That's literally her saying hi.
Wait, what? Why am I looking at a link then?
That's also my mother.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But yeah, I don't see a link, so I don't know what you're saying.
I'm on phone, so it just might be different.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah,
me
no.
too.
It's supposed to be like two waving hands. Like,
Oh,
hi.
okay. I know. Okay.
Oh my god, cloth cape dude on action figures. Like,
Not gonna lie, I would love to see Bayverse Prime versus Transformers Prime Megatron.
dude, TFP Prime takes it. Honestly, I'm sorry.
No, Bayverse Prime versus TFP Megatron, bro.
Yeah, TFP Max. He got it.
Nah,
I'm
bro.
sorry.
Nah, bro.
Do you see
Depending
how strong?
hold on. Depending on what version of Prime we're talking about for Optimus.
Specifically, Dark of the Moon Optimus. Dark of the Moon Bayverse.
Okay. If we're going with that, then I can see partially where Dark of the Moon would win.
Never
But at the
doubt
same
Bayverse
time-
Prime. He might
but
rip
at
your
the
face
same-
off.
At the same vein, Megatron is, at least that version of Megatron, is very well more brutal than Optimus
He's
will.
very skilled,
ever
but we
be.
see Trans.
Because
Yeah, he gets his ass
Because
beat.
Megatron, like he gets his ass beat, and here's the thing: Megatron willingly cut his own arm off just so he could get more power. He literally did what Virgil did in DMC5. Optimus gets his arm blasted off almost on a constant basis. So, like, it's going to be a bit. I'm going to honestly say, if that were to be a fight, just in mind, obviously we're not going to be going into this with statistics in mind at the moment, but I would say not Prime Megatron would win against Bayverse Dark of the Moon Optimus.
Okay, who the fuck even suggested this as a fight?
I did because Bayverse Prime is speed.
Of fucking course you did!
Y'all shit on the goat, bro.
No.
He wiped the floor.
You want to know something? You want to know something? It's Prime's already in Scrap Battle. Guess who he fought? Guess who he fought?
Prime.
Guess what? He got his ass whooped.
Okay, but dude, the reason why I said that because like a lot of the Transformers are like weak as hell.
Okay, your point?
Like they can really, get easily taken up by, regular military rockets. Meanwhile, look at like TFP Prime. No, TFP Prime MX. There you go.
Bayverse Prime is a lot better of a fighter
can't
than
talk.
G1 Prime.
Well, I
That's
won't
true.
necessarily disagree with that. Between the two, who's actually going to last throughout the fight?
Bayverse Prime, no diff.
Yeah, nah, dog. Don't even with this bias towards
No,
the
no,
Bayverse
no.
bullshit.
Bayverse,
You know, damn
Bayverse forever.
Okay.
baby.
those two were to actually throw motherfucking hands with each
Bro,
other. One would beat Babe versus ass.
Myself,
literally-
Bayverse forever.
he's literally rage baiting.
I know he's
No,
right,
I'm not
baby.
rage-baiting. I'm actually being dead serious right now. I think Bayverse Optimus would wipe the floor with the most characters in the franchise.
Okay, so then why did he lose Armada Prime?
Because Armada Prime has super mode and plot armor.
Okay, why does that matter?
Plot armor puts even help him out of Prime from getting his shit caved in.
Also, stop using plot armor as a crutch. It didn't hit
Father. It's what the writers
Listen,
want.
motherfucker, everybody uses part-time for Batman. You need to take your ass to the fucking corner and rethink your argument.
Batman beats everybody with prep time.
Get out.
That's
No,
that's why I love.
get the fuck out of my show.
That's why I love.
Just get the fuck out of my show.
Batman beats everyone with prep time. No shit. Really? Really?
Okay.
No, really.
Here's what I want people to genuinely think about right now. Name me one instance where in a first-time encounter Batman won the
A
fight.
few times, actually.
That's not the point of the argument.
If he needs prep time, he ain't shit. That's the point.
Then you say, "Oh, he wins because he had prep time." That's
That was a
the
joke.
point.
That was a joke.
You're a fucking joke.
Yeah, I am.
I mean, hey, at least he admits it. Anyway, so to kind of chill out, because I could kind of tell he's getting a little annoyed now. With that said, realistically, Davis Prime, we already gave him an opportunity to fight in Scrap Battle, and anybody who's in Scrap Battle knows I don't play favorites. One of my favorites is show up in this and get absolutely fucking demolished, and I wouldn't be able to say otherwise. I'm just lucky that two of my favorites not only have been able to show up in Scrap Battle, have the stats to prove they could win.
Have you done RID Prime yet? 2001?
Yeah, he went up against Primal.
What?
And guess what?
Yeah.
He won. Real One Prime beat Primal. And that's also bearing in mind I also gave Primal Burning Convoy.
Have you had a Soundwave fight yet?
Soundwave has not appeared in any of the Scrap Battles yet. I'm still figuring out a really good one for him.
Okay, I was going to say, like, I'm thinking about this. Like, so far you've always had the leaders, kind of, pop up.
Mhm.
I've yet to hear Soundwave.
Soundwave is just like all of his like interpretations are kind of the same. Some of them are different. Like Transformers Prime, he's a silent stalker. But yet a great fighter, and he's quite intelligent, just like the rest of Soundwaves. I will say, like, the only Soundwave that is completely different from the others is the Bayverse. So no matter what Soundwave you pick, it's gonna be basically the same character, honestly.
Cybertron would like to differ.
Yeah, Cybertron would be
Jay
different.
Soundwave, yeah, that is true, because he's from Planet X, not Cybertron.
That said, yeah, there's a lot of Scrap Battle that went down.
Why are you so good at telling these fights, BC?
Because he's a story writer. He makes
I'm right.
duh.
You're a writer?
Naruto.
First time I found out about that.
Did you ask?
No.
There you go.
What the heck, dude? Hold on, I gotta check my disc.
Also, one of the other Scrap Battles was TF1 Sentinel Prime versus Armada Starscream.
Armada
Yeah,
Starscream whooped Sentinel.
For those wondering how it went, well, I can say one thing for certain. It didn't go well for him.
He got decapitated.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think he got torn in half better than Megatron could have.
Wait, Savage, isn't Armada Starscream your favorite screamer? Who was it?
Whose Starscream isn't?
Exactly.
Starscream isn't Armada.
Exactly, bro.
Also, why you specifically target me on that? What the fuck?
I don't know. I was just asking. I don't remember much from that night, either from the fight.
Basically, point is, obviously, when TF1 Sentinel comes into scrap battle, it's safe to say he's gonna lose like every fucking time.
Even though he has a huge size, yeah.
You know what? I think. Oh, actually, no, I should wait to say that because I don't want it to be aired on the show just yet. Because it'd be such a funny fucking fight.
Well, now I want to know.
Twins versus TF1
Oh.
Sentinel.
No,
I'm
no.
joking.
Dude, no, the twins are ass.
I know.
No, see, the saddest part is the twins are actually on the docket for scrap battle in the future.
Oh.
Kill them, please kill them. I want them to die.
Well, no, you said that. I guess who's gonna win anyway.
Nah.
So what are the options, VC?
What was the battle that Savage was going to bring
Hold
up?
on, I'm going to text it to you first. Because I'd rather you see that and laugh rather than me just outright saying it. Because I want you to think what I'm thinking.
Hey, Narco, what Superman figure is that? I can
There we go.
barely see it.
It's Blocky's action
It's the
edition.
Blockies? That looks like...
Yeah.
What?
See? See?
Wait, what just happened?
I texted my idea to him, and he understands what I'm seeing or thinking.
Oh my gosh. Hold on, let me get this box.
I'm really happy that Blockies are doing Marvel Rivals figures. Oh, Papa!
Uh-oh.
Big ol' doggo! Papa!
Whoop, I know what's
Not
gonna happen.
bad.
Whoop, I know what's gonna happen to me.
Doggo! Bork. I got a cat right
So how do you like that idea?
here.
Ow. Oh, hey.
So, for the sheer sake of the joke, impromptu scrap battle. TF1 Sentinel Prime versus the Last Night Squeaks. Sentinel Prime goes to slam down his blade. Squeaks headshots him with the giant cannon. One of the says, Squeaks wins. Someone please clip that and send it to TFA.
Who wins? TF1 Sentinel or the bottom half of Jess's legs after the first movie?
What?
That's fucked up. The bottom half of Jazz's legs. Why simple? Because even dead, he had more stones than he did.
And all he just walks up, kicks him in the arms, and walks away.
Pretty much.
Agent Simmons versus TF1 Sentinel. Taser.
I would. Oh my.
Somehow Simmons would find a way to just straight kill his ass by just talking to him.
Yeah. I love Simmons, bro.
Speaking of all these battles, are we ready to know what's next?
Sir.
Yes.
Yes.
So picking things back up where it initially left off. The Autobots welcome Big Convoy back into the base. And Big Convoy basically tells Optimus, hey, here's what happened. This dude that turned into a blue jet looking fucking thing, I honestly don't know. He came at me, and I straight beat his ass. So if he's been a problem for you, hey, guess what? I took care of it for you. Optimus attempts to scold him, saying, we don't kill, that it is not the Autobot way. Big Convoy looks at him and just goes, okay, Dad.
Also, I'm not an Autobot, Dad. I'm a Maximo. Big difference.
So as those two are having this conversation, we then turn our eyes to another world. Armada Optimus and Bayverse Optimus are having a conversation with each other. These people realize what these portals are. They're multiversal tracks that are constantly opening up and sending other Transformers to different universes. So unlike everybody else, where they're either just having a friendly conversation or just straight up arguing with each other, mainly Big Convoy arguing because he's fucking tired of everybody else's shit, these two are actually genuinely trying to figure out what's going on because they don't really seem to understand why everything is going the way it is. And then one of those portals open up. And what both primes see forces them to make their way out of their own safe haven. They look up, and all they see coming through this portal is what looks to be a giant hand. This giant hand then curls into a fist, but then starts making a sound, and then drops down, and all of a sudden it's a robot.
Oh.
He stands up, rolls his shoulders, cracks his neck, looks at them and goes, "You're not the Optimus I know." But then again, I'll take any chance to just absolutely destroy the Optimus in my way. Next week's scrap battle! Armada Optimus Prime versus Reed 01 Megatron!
Yes.
Hey, if anybody wants to try and predict who you think is going to win next week, by all means, let me know.
My biased dad says biased ass.
I thought the giant hand was Master Hand from Smash Bros.
Okay, no. That's okay. If we put Master Head into this, I'm sorry, I'm just with that.
Yeah. 100% he died.
Trust me, I love this Armada. Armada's my thing. Master Hand has way more powerful bullshit than he has behind his fucking knuckles. So, yeah, no, I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh my goodness, video game characters.
Dean, who do you think is going to win? Me.
Hey, yo, buddy. Who you think is gonna win? Look at me. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, who you think is... Okay.
Who do you think's going? Me, if you don't let me the fuck out.
Okay, so this is Megatron. Yeah, that's Megatron, and he's the Mad Tyrant. Yeah, you can smell him. There, yeah. Oh, okay.
He's gonna smack the shit out of your Megatron just a second. Like,
You beefing with Megatron? I'd beef with Megatron too. He wants to destroy the planet, but if he destroys the planet, we won't have a Toys R Us. Yeah.
What?
we already don't have Toys R Us at the point.
I do. No, you guys have one in California, don't you? Or LA?
No, one here in Illinois as well.
Oh, okay.
I don't have.
Well, they're They're
I
in
have
like
nothing.
every single city in Canada. So
Yeah, well, we're not in Canada,
yeah,
so
I know.
Oh, Canada.
Canada.
I'll go drink out of your bag, you hoser.
Oh, buddy, you don't want to mess with me with the Timmy's language, eh? You're a muffin buster, eh?
I don't want to hear it. You look like the backside of Jason Voorhees' scrotum.
Oh, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Well, you're as disappointing as a gun crunchy leaf.
Oh, we have to fight the Cobra chickens every day there, eh, bud?
So yeah, Armada Prime versus Riddle 1 Megatron. Who's happy?
I'm pretty happy, honestly.
My boy.
Good because Bayverse Prime isn't coming back to Scrap Battle anytime soon.
Aw. R.I.D. Megatron is actually such a cool character.
So, what was that thing you wanted to mention that one of you said something that I wanted to bring back up for specifically the after party because it pinged something in my head like, ooh, you're cooking with that. I want to see if I can do something with it.
What part was that? Was that during the topic?
That was during the How Would We Fix TLK.
That was the Megatron becoming Nemesis idea.
From me.
That was
You
him,
were combating it.
Okay, so now I want you to explain further on that because I think I have an idea on how I can make it work. And now I'm going to preface. This is mainly me admitting I'm going to be stealing an idea from a not so very well received fan project and doing my own thing with it. What if Megatron, due to his blindness to the fact that he can't be a prime, the reason why he takes up this ability to become Nemesis Prime is because what if Unicron, in response to the primes, made the anti-primes?
Oh, basically make his own equivalent of the 13, basically.
I think that's pretty smart.
Where instead of it being Megatron, he becomes Galvatron.
Again, because you're supposed to be Galvatron to begin with.
Yeah, and Unicron specifically just to fuck with him. I'm giving you this power. I'm giving you the ability to become a prime of some sort. So guess what, bitch? You don't get to say shit. I'm changing your bitch ass name back to Galvatron because that's what you were supposed to be called. Best get the fuck over yourself while you still got a chance, bitch.
But yeah. Also, no, they wouldn't be called that because they're no. On technicality, wouldn't the Heralds count as Unicron's primes?
No.
Thunderwing.
There's Thunderwing. There's literally Nemesis Prime.
Bludgeon.
Sideways. Bludgeon, I guess. He has a few, so I guess in like a sense of on a technicality, but like probably a very bending technicality, they are in his own way his 13. Not necessarily, but
No. There's more Heralds of Unicron than there are Primes.
Yeah, because there were quite a few Autobots as well that were Heralds.
Well, I mean, there was also Rodimus Unicronius, or whatever the fuck his name was.
Rodimus Unicronus, yeah.
Yeah. So, and in a twisted sense, that would be the closest we have of a Prime, because he reused the Unicron name, like the Primes did for Primus.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they'd be the 13 Unicronuses or some shit like that? Galvatron Unicronus? I don't know if that helps with the thought at all, but just tossing that idea out there. Which, if you really think about it, I haven't really explored that part of the idea at all.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyways, so this is going to be a relatively short in comparison to normal episode. We pretty much got through everything that we were supposed to, and we did it in a pretty decent amount of time this time. So I can't exactly be mad at that. So unless somebody wants to bring something else up that they want to talk about, or just straight up feels I need to feels I should give y'all one more segment or just one more chance to do something else. Actually, I just realized we can do flashbang.
I think I just realized that you just completely ignored this.
Well, then we're going to do flashbang trivia, and then we're getting out of here. All right, so if everybody is ready for flashbang trivia, let me know now.
I'm right here.
I am right here. Also, messed with my prime to get him back in.
I need to get him.
I am here.
Also, JJ, you're probably gonna need to have your lights on so that way you can be able to, see your fucking.
Oh yeah, no, my camera was just on the thing. I was messing around with Mega Chief.
Master Chief who died.
He did.
Cat, dude, come on.
All right, I'm sure we already know how this goes, so let's just go ahead and do it.
All right.
And also, if you want to answer the question, make sure you're not dancing.
Naruto just in the back, just vibing. Everybody, stop dancing!
This isn't
Wrong
fucking
emo,
Fortnite.
wrong
Answer the
emo.
goddamn question.
Evo. This is not Fortnite, yeah.
Anyways, all right. Flashbang trivia. Let's do this.
It's a goal.
Since I forgot, I will ask the first question. Transformers 2007. 5-second timer. You gotta wait 5 seconds after I finish answering the question before you raise your hand. 2007. What was the item that the Autobots were after that would lead them to the All-Star? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Savage.
Archibald, that's because they were imprinted with the coordinates of the All-Star for some weird fucking reason.
Good job. All right, Savage, you're next.
This is actually easy now that we don't have two people down there trying to, play hot potato with each other.
I'm the big fan. I like 2007.
You say that. Why did I get it first? Anyway.
Aww.
Try and think what's a good one.
Nice shirt, Nariko.
Yeah, invincible Iron Man and it's damaged thanks to an iron.
Ironic of me wearing this and him wearing that. Anyway. How expensive can we get with toy lines?
I mean, you can give it a shot. I'm pretty sure the only one that would get the question is me.
I'm going to give this a chance because I'm going to give it, going to give it a try. A Transformers toy/toy line. Years ago, by now's case, they did a crossover with two gaming companies. 5-second timer because I feel like I should say that. What are the respective characters, and what were the respective forms that they took? 5, 1.
Good, turn your fucking camera back on.
Oh, fucking glitch.
That's why I said hold on.
Sorry.
All right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Optimus Prime is PlayStation, and Megatron is Sega Genesis.
There you go.
So yeah, I told you I was the only one that was going to get it.
Well, I mean, he raised his hand too, just you're quicker, and also you're on a lag delay right now.
Yeah, he got some serious lag delay.
You got the 2001 YouTube video where you're just going 1%.
He's dancing.
Alright, my turn. Robots in Disguise 2015.
Oh god.
What was the name of those transforming weapons that B and Co used near the end of season 1?
I want to say with no confidence at all, minicons.
No.
Okay.
But they were used in Rid 15 at some point. JJ.
It had something to do with the Energon in the name. I cannot remember it.
Fuck it.
I cannot
I
remember
don't
the name,
remember
but I know there was something Energon in the name.
I want to say it was Energon Scepter.
Oh, I thought they used like a little robot minicon thing, so that's why I was like,
A drift.
I'm pretty sure they're.
So yeah, since I really didn't know that answer either, I'll go ahead and ask another one. All right. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. So if anybody else gets this before you, J-Tank, I'm going to be very disappointed in you. In Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, what did Optimus Prime say to Sam when he finally came back online?
What?
Sorry, go.
All right, boy, you return for me.
Correct.
Oh yeah. So now, let's get to
Before you ask a question, what the fuck, J-Tank?
I was trying to remember the wording.
think of a concept.
I got it mixed.
Oh, I just got another idea for one when I get the chance.
All right. Let's go for Transformers: Fall of Cybertron.
Well,
My
Game.
favorite game of the franchise.
All right. 5-second timer. Just want to remind you all that. All right. What did Megatron say after he, let's just say, consume a good chunk of dark energon and he goes batshit insane? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right.
sure that was Fall of Cybertron.
I am the
Yeah, Fall of
Dominator.
Cybertron.
I am the Progenitor. I am Megatron.
Yep, you got it.
Also,
That was
That
war.
Yeah,
that was War for
not Paul.
Cybertron.
That
was war?
That was War,
Oh.
but there was Dark Energon in Fall of Cybertron, but that was the clip from War for Cybertron.
Yeah.
In Fall of Cybertron, he did say something different after consuming more Dark Energon because he was controlling it more. But
Did. Oh my god.
Also, yeah, I finally got a video game. Anyway. Alright, so I'm going to piggyback off of Revenge of the Fall real quick. In the exact same scene after we see Optimus revive, 5-second timer, the Fallen comes in. In one scene that people are now starting to discover what happens to someone in the scene. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
one of the soldiers gets decapitated.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
People are now discovering that scene very recently now, where people haven't rewatched that movie, but then when they saw the Fallen come in, literally the Fallen decapitates a guy. You can actually see the fucking.
I realized that like years ago.
I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch them. Oh god, I gotta go back.
Alright, hold on.
It's in the scene. Because it's in the scene after he teleports in, knocks him on the ground. He does that.
I gotta rewatch it now.
Please do it, please.
Anyways,
Alright.
But yeah, it's in the scene where after he teleports in, he goes through that wide right swing.
Yeah.
You'll actually see someone on the right just
Yeah, just it flies off.
full fucking bite it.
Just flies. Anyways.
Alright.
Here's my
So
question.
there you go.
Okay. So in Dark of the Moon. Yes, Dark of the Moon, my favorite movie in the whole franchise. What does Optimus say to Sentinel after Sentinel jumps off of the building? Yep, BC.
you are the one that taught me freedom with everything.
Yep.
And for extra credit, I gave you Cybertron. Oh, and still you choose humanity.
That was before it.
I know.
Okay.
I said
You said
that was leading up to the line that you wanted the answer for. Which, by the way, either way, I'm right.
You want to get to them, you got to go through me.
So, anyways,
Sorry, Sentinel. I like Earth more than Cybertron, if I gotta be honest.
why do I? Because Earth has the big booty.
Hell
The
yeah.
Michael
Also-
Bay triple B's.
Also, I kind of want to point out something about
Boobs
Dark of the Moon I just thought about and realized. Considering that Sentinel just tossed aside his morals, why didn't he just use the Cosmic Cannon on Optimus the moment he saw him?
Bitch, I don't know. Bitch, I don't know.
Because if he could easily just one-shot Ironhide with it, I'm just saying he could do exactly the same thing to Optimus with it. What the fuck?
So, with that said, then, my question, funny enough, it is also Dark of the Moon.
Let's go.
5-second timer.
Yes, sir.
The way Dark of the Moon ended was not the original plan.
Oh, fuck.
What was the original planned ending, and why was it scrapped? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eeny, meeny, miny. Y'all, all your hands shot at like the same fucking time. Eeny, meeny, miny, savage.
If I recall correctly, because I could be wrong, the original ending was supposed to be with Optimus and Megatron teaming up against Sentinel, and the reason why they scrapped it was because the ending was way more brutal than they originally had planned it to be.
It was Amazon.
You are cool on half of it. The other half, let's let Jay take a crack.
It was Amazon that leaked it before the movie came out. Like a decent amount before the movie came out, it leaked like the entire plot of Sentinel being the main villain. And it was a glitch because it was on the preview pages on Amazon of the comic that tied into Dark of the Moon that showed the original ending. So Michael Bay was like, "We gotta scrap this."
There you go.
So wait, which half was right then? I'm confused now.
They were both right. It was kind of brutal, but still, we got to see a lighter side of Megatron.
Okay. So then it was the brutal half that was correct. Okay, not the first. Okay, because I heard that it was supposed to be Optimus and Megatron teaming up against Sentinel and just beating the shit out of him to death.
They do that, and then they accept the truce, but that had to be changed.
Oh wait, so then that was right.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You were technically, because it was mainly Amazon's fault that leaked that ending.
Yeah, you were right on what the original ending was planned to be. You weren't correct on the reasoning why it was scrapped.
Reasoning.
Yeah.
Also, so it wasn't because it was brutal. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Still, Megatron mocked Prime. That truce was not gonna happen. So whose turn is it? Is it Savage? Because he answered first.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Let's let Savage ask a question first, and depending on who answers, they will get to ask. No, never mind. Stick with the original. We'll stick with the way it usually works. Savage, ask a question.
Okay. I'm also going to take a prod at Dark of the Moon because I don't know how well this factoid is also known. And I feel like some of you are going to laugh at it. 5-second timer. In Dark of the Moon, there were supposed to be 2 more characters that was supposed to pop up in the movie. They did, but they never got speaking roles. But they appeared in one specific scene. Who are the characters? 5. I said 5-second timer before. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I did see his head.
It was the twins. They were in a single frame in alt mode. And Michael Bay did a challenge. Whoever spotted them got to win. What was it? $20,000 or was it 12?
$5 grand.
$5,000, really?
It was $5
Yeah,
grand.
and of course, when people actually started showing them, hey, here they are.
They got killed off screen, but they were killed in the comics. In the movie, they just disappeared. So
I do know that, but yeah, technically they appeared in 2 scenes because in another scene you can actually see them like further back behind something.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, the twins were supposed to be there, which means they were alive after Revenge of the Fallen. But
yeah, and they were black instead. They were black, orange, and black and green. I personally prefer those colors over the Revenge of the Fallen colors, honestly.
Alright, so since JJ got that again, you get it.
Yep, I got it. Alright. So, in Transformers Armada, what did they keep on calling Tidal Wave, but it was an error name? In 5-second rule, too. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I saw BC first.
I might be wrong.
You're correct. Megatron called him Shockwave like 3 times in one episode.
I was going to say Shockwave because that feels right.
Yeah. So BC.
Um, So, I'm going to go with one way as well, but I am going to go with something that is so ridiculously obscure that I'm fairly confident only TFA would get this right out the gate. You guys might need to sit down and think about it. Transformers Armada's final battle between Optimus and Galvatron to take on, specifically replicate two Beast Wars characters. Who are the characters? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Savage.
Optimus was Primal, and Megatron, or not Megatron, sorry, Galvatron was supposed to be the final evolution of. Oh no, he wasn't even white in that, was he? No, it wasn't. Dinobot 2.
You're so close. You're so close. Like you're okay. Optimus referencing Primal, you're correct on that. Galvatron. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Thanks to it being a mainly Japanese thing, Armada Galvatron, color scheme wise, actually replicates and matches Beast Wars second.
Oh. So I wouldn't have
I
gotten
would
that
have
part. Okay.
accepted Beast Wars Megatron because that's how we would have viewed it because we never had Beast Wars second in America.
It's why I went with Dinobot 2 because that was literally the closest I could think of.
Somebody really needs to dub over the Japanese shows. That would be amazing.
I've heard that they're actually working on it.
Oh, let's go, because they were so good, especially Victory. Victory was so good.
Victory was badass.
Yeah.
Wait, no, never watched it.
Anyway, so all right, Savage, go ahead.
What other Transformers fact what I can think of?
Thank you, Kat. Thank you for that little nip. Thank you. Ow! Stop!
Well, J-Tank just died.
Dude. You know, I can't really think of one, so I'm gonna pass it to Narco because he had less question time.
Okay.
So,
All right, Naruto, your next question.
yeah, alright. 5-second timer. Yes, this is actually from Fall Cybertron. Actually, I'm not gonna mistake it for the previous Cybertron game.
Better not.
5-second timer. What do you get when you, let's say, pre-order the game and let's say get the G1 pack for that game? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. BC, of course.
G1 Optimus is a playable skin, and G1 Megatron is a usable weapon.
Oh yeah, you're close. Yeah, there's one more.
Oh, isn't it also a sound pack that allows the Megatrons to make the pew pew noises?
Oh yeah. Also the PP noises. So yeah, it's G1 Optimus, G1 Megatron as a gun, and then yeah, you're right.
I didn't know that was a pre-order, considering I already had it before the pre-order.
I have the pre-order disc on my PlayStation 3. What? I forgot I had this skin
I was gonna say, I think I already have all those, considering that I didn't even pre-order my copy, but it still came with all those things anyway.
Alright, well, I guess it's me again.
I really hope they remaster the Cybertron games.
They said they were going to, but they're not.
They will not because they lost the servers because Hasbro just making more poor decisions.
No. Okay, no. They literally announced on Xbox Game Pass at some point that they were going to actually do a remaster of the games, but they stopped doing that because that was years ago.
Yeah. Also, Reactivate failed miserably.
Scrapyard. Who is the most biased? I'm just kidding.
What the fuck?
It was going to be a joke question. I was going to say, who is the most biased current cast member? And I was going to be like, oh, hey, spoiler alert, it's Tang Tang.
What the heck? Oh my
Okay,
god.
who's having a buzzer in their fucking background?
That won't be me. I think that might be yeah. He's bugging out a little bit.
Narco, your equipment is crashing on you.
Ow.
Alright, so did everybody here play Devastation?
Yep.
Nope.
I have. I'm not sure about you.
We've stated this last time.
I still have to check. Alright, well, fine then. I guess we'll just have to go with Transformers Age of Extinction.
Okay.
The moment Optimus Prime goes to pull the sword out of the slab and gains his knight armor, what is the line that he uses the sword? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Recognize one of your knights.
Good job. See, this is what I expect out of you, bias.
I
My
love Optimus
brain-
Prime, man. I don't care what anybody says. He is not a psycho. He's my goat. Okay.
He's
Yeah, the psycho.
He's not a psycho. He's a war-torn
He's
leader.
literally a psycho.
He's not.
literally psycho.
Optimus.
He's a
There's
notorious war criminal.
No. There are actual therapists that did a study on him that flat out said he is
No,
psychotic.
I'm psychotic. All right.
You're not
anyway.
psychotic. You're a child mind.
J-Tech.
Okay.
J-Tech.
Okay. Yeah.
Come
What's
on,
up?
dude. Like,
What?
Optimus Prime is supposed to be a heroic leader. He's not supposed to be a Mortal Kombat character.
Hey, how about we let him ask his question before we start slandering him? All right.
No, it's
Oh,
all
yeah.
good.
All right, let's take that for later.
DC, I can take it. Trust me, I can take it. Okay. So, in Transformers, let's do the Prime video game.
I never played that, so no.
No? Okay. Theo Adams. What's Theo Adams' most famous meme? You've probably seen it. All of you have. I guarantee you guys have. BC.
Sideways elbow action.
Nope, I'm not thinking of that one.
Fuck you, I'm taking a point anyway.
Should I say it?
Well, Naruto's pointing at himself, so.
Yeah, Naruto.
Bumblebee.
Yeah! Bumblebee.
The only one I was going to say was, "Oh, but damn it!"
And what if we made a video on that?
All right, we're gonna go ahead and do lightning round. So, Nariko, think of your question and then ask it.
All right. There was one Decepticon that was supposed to be in the 07 movie. What Decepticon was it?
Soundwave.
You see?
Yep. He was originally
You're
in the movie before. Yeah.
Barricade was the one who ultimately replaced him.
Also, Prowl was going to be an Autobot, but yeah.
So that's why I like that. Oh, that explains Frenzy. God damn it.
Alright. Naruto is not allowed to answer the question. It's only you two.
Okay.
Because it's lightning round. Transformers Prime. When Megatron had all of the Omega keys to the Omega lock, Bulkhead mentioned that wouldn't it be easier to just let him revive Cybertron? What did Optimus tell him in response? JJ.
He said Megatron would only use the keys to rebuild Cybertron in his own image.
Wrong.
Was that after?
No. He said something completely different.
Really?
So, Alex, think you got it?
I think I had something close enough to it, but not exact wording. He would not only revive Cybertron, but corrupt it into his own image, making Optimus be the war criminal instead of it being Megatron.
Nope.
No, okay, then I don't remember.
The correct answer is, if we allow Megatron to do this, he would use it to his political advantage.
Okay, well, okay, corruption. Okay.
It's not a case of I was looking for the reasoning. I was looking for the exact wording.
Okay, I don't remember exact wording. I stated that.
All right, then. Let's do this, then. Red One. Oh, you've never seen Red One, haven't you?
Yeah, as I say, you're literally gonna just kick me in the balls, aren't you?
Savage, would you like to watch the show? I have it's completely free on YouTube.
I'm aware it's completely free on YouTube.
Okay.
You think I have fucking time?
No, I was just wondering if you knew. That's all. Sorry. Rah. BC, jump him!
Hold on, he thinks he can do damage. That's silly. Bob Ross never believed you could do a better painting. Anyway.
Savage?
What?
Only I can do damage. Okay. Transformers Rise of the Beast.
Cop.
Oh, Naruto bugged out.
Yeah, I was gonna say he may as well because this shit was.
At this point, he's done for the night. We're almost done.
Mhm.
All right, Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Let's go ahead and have this little conversation here, shall we? So, what was the main? What the hell?
He just fell. And his face fell off too.
He took the pressure.
I mean, what's courage?
Ultron, bro. Chill out, Ultron. There we go.
Ultron.
Yeah, I'm calling him Ultron because he looks like Ultron.
Yeah, it looked more like the Pollen after his face got ripped out. Well, wait a minute.
Yeah, after his face got ripped out, he looked like Ultron.
So, anyways, Transformers: Rise of the Beast. What was the reason that Air Razor's robot mode was cut?
I'm not raising my hand. I'm trying to think.
You sure you look at you doing the Rise of the Beast cop?
That too. Now I'm raising my hand.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of an answer being said, was it because of budget reasons?
You're close. That is definitely a major reason. But the actual reasoning,
That's what you may
No, I'll let BC finish talking. It's all good.
no, you think you know? Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure it's because it was too late into development that they couldn't really design her robot mode. Also, they wanted her to just be like the wise bird lady, basically.
So the real reason was because due to the budget being sunken into the final fight, utilizing all those models of the drones, they unfortunately did not have the budget to animate her robot mode.
Oh, it was because all the freezer copy and paste wasn't, or not most of them were freezers, but okay, that's why. I do remember hearing somebody talking about her just being like the wise bird character that's in like everything. So
Well, yeah, because in the lore for that, they depicted her as the wise bird to begin with, so she was already that.
Yeah.
All right. Good tank.
Hey, what's up?
Go ahead.
Oh, ask a question? Awesome.
Yeah, ask a question. This is going to be the last one, and since it's literally just us three, I guess me and Alex will compete.
Okay, sure. Okay. Hold on, let me think. In Transformers Armada. Yeah, Armada.
I know.
Peak show. What did Sideways tell the kids once they actually got to him in the core of Unicron?
Veto.
Don't know.
I need to rewatch it. I really need to rewatch Armada, which I can because I have the entire fucking season.
Would you like an easier question?
Yeah, we're going to need an easier question, but before you do, Reno 1 and Animated are free on YouTube. You don't have an excuse.
If he's busy, he's busy.
I was saying I get busy. I said that. If I don't have time to watch a show, that doesn't mean I can all that just watch a show. The fuck you mean?
Facts.
All right, for the easier
Back on
question.
the-
Easier question.
Yes, go ahead.
MGO 316's most popular stop motion video about?
About?
Well, what was the main item of the show? Yeah, BC.
Dude, where's my couch?
The red couch, man. Dude, where's my couch?
I was about to say mascot, but that was not gonna be right.
Oh, his mascot? No, he wasn't really in the stop motion videos, but it is in every video.
All right, Alex.
Yeah, okay.
Your turn. Ask a question, and then we're done.
You said my turn? Yep.
Yes, it's your turn.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I didn't hear that part because I kind of got you sounded like a cough for a minute. Anyway, continue. What color is Hot Shot supposed to be? No, don't. What?
Wait, hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to use card games because you know what? I'm staring right at it, and this is in the beginning of the how do I word this? 5-second timer. When Magic the Gathering started really doing crossovers, it started experimenting with the idea of crossovers. They started with one series, and one series in particular. So they based a set around this specific crossover. What was the name of the box set.
Ooh.
So, I don't fuck with Magic the Gathering, so I wouldn't
I
know.
don't know anything about
Oh.
Magic, but I do remember seeing that box set online before. I don't remember the name.
Okay, I was going to say it was the Brothers War because that was literally the Transformers crossover.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but
Fuck. Okay, that won't count because that wasn't a good question then. Meow.
Rawr.
Um, I'm trying to think of a really obscure one right now that people probably wouldn't know, but we would. It's like fucking stabbing my brain right now.
Hello, buddy.
Meow.
Say hello, Mr. Savage. Hello, Mr. Savage.
What do you did? Uh,
I got a Simba the cat. Ah, Savannah. He's just purring, cuddling, getting pets. Right, buddy? Yeah.
oh, Transformers 07. When Michaela was first helping out Sam with the car, when she lifted the hood of Bumblebee, what? Not only did it obviously we're gonna see the engine, but was that from the original movie? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No?
Correct. In fact, most of the Transformers movies we've been watching, all of the footage we see of them flying around in the airplanes and whatnot, are all entirely from different Michael Bay
Yeah, he
movies.
reused a lot of footage in Dark of the Moon and the highway chase scene. He literally just edited a scene from another movie. Can't remember the name of the movie.
And the Bumblebee engine that they used for that scene was to an entirely different car. Because if you look at the edges, it's sitting in a fucking box.
Yeah. Cat, you knocked over Thanos.
You know, I just feel like I just have one question that probably doesn't really exactly matter. Whatever happened to Sam's friend?
Oh my god, yes! Sam's friend from 2007, and he showed up in Revenge of the Fallen for a split second.
Like that was supposed to be his friend, and then he completely got shafted. What happened to him?
I'm pretty sure the actor got fired for controversy. I can't remember the exact reasoning. I do remember there being something about it, though.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened to me there. Anyways, yeah, that's it. We're done. Hope you guys enjoyed. It was fun. It was a blast. I'm very proud of J-Tank. He kept a lot of his biases to himself. He's unfaulted. Sorry, unfaulted, but he, for the most part, he did the job.
All right. With that being said, I'm gonna do my bit. Will J-Tank ever stop viewing his headless horseman of a fucking Statue of Liberty with Spider-Man all over it? Will BC ever find the missing piece to that one figure he keeps trying to find, but he just can never really find it? Will the Savage ever be able to stop being murdered by BC for these outros? Find out on the next episode of Scrapyard, episode 142. Did we ever say what the topic was?
No.
Fixing TLK!
Why supporting hobbies is healthy.
Ah, I see you got an idea from one of the stories.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So yeah, there you go. There is the next topic. And As a quick refresher, just in case, because I know me, next scrap battles are Mon Optimus versus Riddle 1 Megatron.
And if you like this episode, please leave us a like, comment, and subscribe. If you wish to join on more of these discussions, whether it be this episode, last episode, or next episode, join us into the community Discord server. We'd love to see you there. Oh, fuck.
Alright, so with all that said, everybody, it's been real, it's been fun. I've been BC.
Savage Prime.
JT, the one beefing Savage for no reason tonight. I don't know why. Yep.
Bitch.
Anyways, we'll catch y'all next week. Bye!
Goodbye.